Did it come filled with biscuits?
It came with several packets to put in it.
Close enough. I can imagine if you put biscuits in it, then wrapped it up and left it for a month or something, they probably would be very nice biscuits.
Yeah, probably not.
Danny, your glasses plus your headphones make you look like you're at a shooting range.
Oh, excellent.
Tactical D&D gear.
Oh, excellent.
The old comment about leaving it is wrong. It has proper rubber seals. It's airtight.
Oh. Fancy biscuit tin.
Mm.
I don't have a biscuit tin.
I can hear Nathan in someone's. I can hear myself in someone's.
They're probably Charles. I blame Charles like every single time. I'm generally right,
Charles.
though, that's the thing.
What am I being blamed for this time?
Just accept the blame.
I can hear an echo. I'm not about Nathan's thing.
How's that?
I'm alright.
Yeah, okay. I don't hear it anymore. Yeah.
There we go. Okay. We have everybody, I think. Yes, everyone's. I can see all of you. Nobody press any reconnect buttons or anything. I can see everybody.
I can't see Adrian or Charles.
Well, can you see?
I can only see 2 people.
Can you see me?
No, it's
Yeah.
Adrian.
Yeah.
That's
I
all-
can't see anybody. I
That's-
think there's something wrong.
That's because you're blind.
Oh my god. Natasha's a
I
ghost.
can see everyone except Tom.
I just lost Adrian.
Yeah, I can see everyone except Charles.
Okay, to be honest, I can see all of you, and you can all see me. So I'm happy. And as long as I'm happy, we can continue.
We all know that's all that matters.
Okay then. So, good evening, everyone. Did everyone have a good Christmas and New Year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Except for
pretty good.
the absent game.
Sweet New Year.
Well,
We got
much
all
like
up.
you, Nathan, I was working.
Yeah, it was great fun. Being up at 6 o'clock in the morning, New Year's Day. But anyway, next
know I
Next
next,
year than me, mate.
next year we'll get.
Actually, I was up about 6:30 with Ethan, so.
Yeah, and you were
I was
hungover at the
technically
same
up at 6 in
time.
the morning, but I was going to sleep.
I guess that counts.
I
Bloody
work night
students.
Work night shift.
Okay then, so let's kick off. Everyone's here, everyone's happy, let's roll. So a little bit of a recap on the last session. So in the last session, you guys, after killing... So in the session before that, finally slew the cave hydra that you'd encountered, and then begun your expedition out of the underground cavern system that you found yourselves in, encountering a few creatures along the way. Natasha and Skaith having a lovely close encounter with a black pudding, an ooze-like acid creature which dissolved part of someone's armour. Then, upon trying to cross the broken bridge, encountered a roper stalagmite tendril ET creature that you did manage to also destroy, almost drowning nearer in the process, but got there in the end. After emerging out of the cave, heading back up into the Bukov town, after chatting with a few of the characters around, Eric, the Master Forger, and also Fergus, the foreman, you
That's
struck.
my tail.
And yeah, so we struck a deal. Fergus basically said to you, sorry about that, I don't actually have any more money for you. Here's an IOU note to go and see the Baron. And sent you on your way. But he did say he'd slip you a few adamantine ingots from the forge on the lowdown as a thank you. Following that, heading off to the tavern just to catch up. Sat down with Ogren and Velog, our lovely friendly dwarves. Almost had a bar fight after somebody sat on someone that stood. Someone stood on somebody else's tail. Sorry, I'm just seeing a message about static.
Yeah, I can hear it too.
I think it might be coming from either. I think it's either Jacob or Natasha.
I don't think it's me.
Me?
Maybe shut your computer down.
That might cause a problem, Adrian. It's a good idea.
No, I mean, Natasha, you're on your phone, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's. I think it's coming from Jacob. I'm just watching the Skype at the moment, and I can see the
Ah, yeah, okay.
thing. So
I can't shut down my computer, it's already shut down.
yeah.
Should
Ah,
I
yeah,
re-
I see.
Anyway, So
Okay.
there you go. It's got back. So yeah, I think it is Jacobs we're getting it from. You may need to just reset your cables or do something. I'll leave you to do what you want to do. Carrying on, having an altercation in the bar where someone stood on Nira's tail. However, after basically everyone stood up and went,
You just stand up and scare the fuck out
"You
of them.
what, mate?" They all sheepishly retreated, saying a very solemn sorry, and running away. And the very, very end of the session, we had a conversation between Skaith and Johanna, in which Skaith pulled out an egg and happened to hatch Mini Zoidberg, the baby chul, who then urinated on his hand and went to sleep. And
In
that's
his
when
own wee. I don't remember seeing Scape wipe it off.
I don't think we ever got that far. So that's pretty much where we
You've
left
not
off.
seen anything. You're inside.
Yeah, this
The only people
happened
who
just
know this are
outside.
me and Skate.
For clarification, this happened just outside of the bar, out of the tavern. Okay, so in
Like,
terms
as we're going
of
to bed, right?
yeah, where we are, it's pretty late in the day now. You've had your drink. You've been drinking and feasting on the barbecue pit, provided by Rolf, with lots of chicken and pork and stuff like that. And it's now pretty late. Now, so I'll ask at this point, I'm going to guess you guys probably want to head off and grab a night's sleep. Is there anything that anybody wants to do before we get to that stage, before we break?
Probably go into the bar.
Yes.
We're outside at the moment.
You can go. Yes, you can go into the bar. Anything else apart from moving 2 meters to your left?
So, Skaith, this is apparently a thing.
No. Don't tell anyone.
Right. If it eats us, I am totally blaming you.
I'm gonna blame Thero. Okay, cool. I like walk straight into our room that we're staying in. I just retire for the night with CZ.
Okay, so
It's
the rest
one
of
way to
you,
make it feel better.
the rest of you retire to your rooms. So go ahead and take yourself a long rest, recover any hit die, HP, spell slots, and all that jazz. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes just to do that.
Actually, yeah, you sit down last time.
Assume I'm doing that.
I will do that for you.
Thank you, Nathan.
So I shall not do it, so we don't both do it.
this is a good idea. We don't want to have the situation with Ranos again and have him double HP.
Buff me,
That would
guys,
be
buff
terrible.
me so hard.
Yes, I can imagine it would be very terrible for you, Adrian.
So what's the rule for getting my hit dice?
You don't have to roll on a long rest. You just fully hit by
No, I mean,
hit
how do
fully,
you-
and you get all your hit die back.
All of them?
Have we leveled up again yet?
The long rest?
No, on long rest, all your hit die back. It's either all or half. I'll give you all.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of
I
it
was about to
depends
say-
if you're in a safe surrounding and if anything is going to happen and whether it's going to advance the plot.
It depends. Yeah, or whichever's funnier. So, yep, I think that's Johanna's sheet's all done.
Okay.
Charles, have you seen...
When I wake up and
have you seen
finish
my
my
message?
potions.
You want to do your potions as well? That's fine.
Yeah,
yes,
when I wake up.
I believe I did. Tell me you were down a couple.
I think you used like 2 or 3, not a lot. And I
You
believe
said
that-
2 or 3. It wasn't many.
Cool.
I'll just check.
I don't know who's talking to who.
I don't know half the time, to be honest.
It's hard when I can't see them.
Okay then, so
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
You're down 2, so you're at 18.
Okay, so you will wake up fresh as a daisy in the morning. Everything's lovely. Everything is awesome. You wake up in the morning, head down into the tavern. You sit down around one of the tables, and Rolf brings you over some breakfast, some bits of toast.
Nathan.
Yes.
So yeah, just I've picked up my 2 potions, which I've finished this morning.
Yep.
And I've got 2 more on the go.
Do you have vials spare?
Yes, I do, because
That's
I'm
right.
reading them.
That's all right then.
I seem Yeah, I seem to recall that they were buying assorted flasks and things from the provisioners last session, weren't they?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just making sure, going over the conversation we had last time.
That's why I made you send me.
That's fine. Okay, so yeah, you're kicking off your potions. That's fine. Skaith, are you doing anything poison related? I'll just decide to remind you at this point.
No, because I would have been playing with CC all night.
Okay.
Yes. So how many fingers does he now have?
He seems to have
They're
grown
also all
6. He's grown another
Roll
one.
a
That's
d10
weird.
and minus whatever he misses.
Okay, so everyone wakes up early in the morning. You go downstairs, you get your breakfast, and munching away. What would you like to do?
Can I go to a barman and just say, can I just please have some raw meat, chicken, steak, pork, whatever you have. I just want some raw meat.
Okay. Why do you want raw meat? We got lots of smoked meat. We the barbecue limit like we could cook. What do you want?
It's for hunting. Raw meat does better for hunting.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Coming with you to the back, we got various things hung up, the curing. Yeah. What do you want? We got rabbit. We got deer. Not sure what that was.
We'll go rabbit. Rabbit's fine.
Okay, there you go. If you want a skinned one, I charge you, but yeah, there's the ones I'm not skinned yet. You can have one of them.
Yeah, grand. I'll take that.
You gain 1 dead rabbit.
It has been gutted but not skinned.
Okay.
I'm going to get Bodger out so I can feed him breakfast because he deserves a good breakfast.
Okay, Bodger pops out of his statue form, scarf still attached. Looks around, has a sniff around, looks around, and just kind of sits there expectantly, almost begging at the table.
See Rolf looking at this, going rather unusual. What the hell is that?
I'm just going to go and see if I can wave the waitress down. I want lots like bacon and sausages and Bodger food.
So Bodger, you hand some of your breakfast over to Bodger, and he just disappears.
I hand most of the breakfast to Bodger. I make him do tricks for food.
What tricks would you like him to do?
Kind of like, you know when cats go on their back legs and they reach their paws up and they look super cute?
So you're dangling this bit of bacon above him, and he kind of stands up on his back legs and he hobbles. This isn't a normal stance for Bodger, and he just paws up and snatches the bacon, goes back down, just grumpily nibbles on it.
I'm going to say to Johanna, if he bites you, don't come crying to me.
No. Rolf goes, if he bites anyone, he's going outside.
Super good. He only bites bad people.
Bodger turns over to Rolf and he just shakes his head.
Yeah.
Bad people and Garrius.
People.
By the way, I put the rabbit into the bag of holding. For now.
Well, you asked Johanna.
You can ask Johanna if you can do that.
Can I sleight of hand it?
You can sleight of hand it into the bag of holding.
Like of molding.
You could, yes. if you want to do that, roll a sleight of hand check to sneak a dead rabbit into the bag of holding. And I'll roll a perception. I'll roll. Let's see what it is. Okay, that is lower than Johanna's passive perception. So, Johanna, you see as Skaith just sneaks up behind you as you're teasing Bodger with this bit of bacon, and he just pulls his dead rabbit out. You can you catch him just as he lifts up the lid of the bag of holding.
Really? It's gonna go bad. Why do you even need to put meat in there? Like raw meat?
We have a animal that needs feeding.
Yeah, but he has dry, or I just carry it on my person. Is this for the thing?
Yeah.
But then I
I
started
put
making
it
like
in.
weird hand gestures. Yeah. One day.
Is it for them? Is it for Cthulhu?
There's one rabbit. It will come out at the end of the evening.
Yeah.
No matter what he says.
So the rest of you, you see your Skaith and your Hannah having this whisper conversation, and you see this reluctant, almost sigh as she takes the dead rabbit and just drops it into the bag of holding.
You know I could kill one of them for you.
We
It's
both
okay, it's
know
already
I'm the
dead.
better shot.
Alright, old man, chill out.
Okay then. So after your shenanigans in the is there anything else you want to do tavern-wise, or you're looking to head out?
Back to Longsaddle?
Yeah.
Or are we going to Corvin Castle?
Long saddle.
Did we
I thought we
decide
went to
this,
long
by the
saddle.
way?
Supply run to Longsaddle.
Yeah, we should go
Thanks.
there.
Yeah.
You need to
I
remember
agree
to
with
pick
that.
up your ingots.
Yeah, we
we've
have
got things we need to
pick
pick up. We need to keep being prepared. When we're prepared,
Yeah.
nothing's an issue. But we don't know what's going to be at the castle. And I am still going with the idea that something is terribly wrong.
No, Nathan would do that. So what are you on about? But
So we
as I
should-
say,
So what's the
I
plan?
agree, I
Get
think
get
we
the
should go
cart
Longsaddle.
and
Yeah.
collect the ingots and go back to Longsaddle.
Yeah, I think just armor. I want those communication badges
Yeah.
so that we can actually get separated. Because and I'm going to tell you, noble families are weird, and they're going to do something separatey. I tell you this.
Okay, but first we have some ingots, right? That we should pick up from the smithy.
Yes.
Yeah, let's head
surely we
over.
should put them in the cart to
Idiot.
the transport,
Yeah.
though. They're probably going to be heavy.
Mm.
True.
I've been healthy and drinking Coke from a bottle. Not a little bottle either. I hold it like that, though. It's like, it's bigger than me.
He's still in Christmas mode. This is just a perspective. Tom's just got a really tiny head. Okay, so you're heading out towards
believe
that
that.
thingamabot?
Yeah.
Ingots back to town.
Yep.
Yeah, and the
Yep.
cart. And then
Okay, so heading over towards the forge that you visited earlier. Let's go on to the nice Bucov backdrop. Okay, so you head on over to the forge, open it up, and you can see all three forges, two of which were previously off, are now roaring with heat and fire. And we can feel as you step into the smithy, there's almost a wave of heat and humidity washes over you. It's similar like getting off a plane into a hot
Really
country.
warm.
It's pretty toasty. You can see several people working the forges, lifting bellows. You can hear clanging of metal, hammer on metal, and several sweaty people running around. You can see Eric, the forge master. Sorry, you can see Eric, the forge master, directing people around at this point. Yeah. But get that forge hotter! Stop, no! Put that down! Get over there! And he sees her. Oh, my friends, come in! Don't mind the heat, it's a bit warm.
Yeah, that it is.
so we had a pickup. We should
Oh,
had something to pick up.
yes, Fergus did mention so. Wait here, I'll go get him. He wanders off, and he comes back a minute later with a small wheelbarrow with 4 pretty large green metallic ingots, and he wheels it over. All right, this is the first stuff we managed to get out of the mine. Fergus says this is for you. Now, have you got something you can take it with? Cart or something?
Yeah, we have a card.
We
Okay.
have a cart.
All right. Well, bring the cart round back, and I'll drop it off for you. Just keep bit covered up though.
I can go with the
Yeah, I
cart.
was gonna say, yum.
So go get the cart, bring it
I go
round
with-
to the back. Driving his cart, park it around the back, and Fergus wheels the wheelbarrow out. And he kind of looks up. It's a bit high. You guys got a step for this, or do you want to put it in the cart? I don't think I can reach.
Still have that
Do you want to
fucking-
help him?
Yeah, whatever you
I
can get
glare
right
at Pharaoh.
Just hand it over.
Johannes got the gauntlets. She should be the one doing the heavy lifting.
She should pick the dwarf up
I'm
with
used to
volume and get
making
to
you
put him on.
guys do it.
As Johanna walks up and goes, "It's all right, lass. Just let one of the lads do it." And you kind of pick one up with ease in one hand. You go, "You're stronger than you look." And you start moving the bits, the 4 pretty large ingots into the back of the cart. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Well,
Roll and roll.
sorry.
You have something to cover it up with?
I'm sure I would assume there's some cloths and tarps inside the cart that you can quite easily cover it over
Yeah,
with.
make sure it's completely covered.
All right. Well, I best get back to work. If there's anything else you need, go and have a chat with Fergus. Again, you've got me thanks for what you've done for the town. If you ever need help, you know where to find it. Good day. And he turns around and totters back off into the forge. So now the rest of you kind of all stood outside the back of the forge. It's still pretty hot out here. There's lots of dust and smoke kind of wafting around the general area, but it's not as bad. With a cart with a couple of ingots in it. What would you like to do?
You want to say goodbye to Fergus first, or which one?
Yeah, we probably should. Just let him know we're leaving.
Yeah.
I'm
Who has
gonna
the
I'm gonna stay in the cart. Oh,
Yeah, you might want to stay outside.
wise decision?
Probably best.
Who has
okay,
the
go
IOU?
quickly.
I have it. I have the letter.
Bodger can
Okay.
stay with you. So Bodger can stay with you and help guard.
Yeah.
Because he's such a good boy. He's
Sure,
such
never
a responsible,
missing.
good boy. Totally.
Bodger nods and hops up into the cart and sits next to Skaith, glaring at him.
Bodger,
So you head
You're
back
in
over to
charge.
the foreman's office. You can see Fergus behind his desk, scrawling a few bits.
Just kind of lightly tap on the door.
Come in, come in.
Hi.
Oh, hello,
Just wanted to
friends.
let you know we're.
Oh, yeah, what? So, what?
Just wanted to let you know we're heading off.
Oh, all right. Have you been to see Eric?
We got him. Yep, we got it.
Good, good. Well, again, thank you for what you've done for the town. If you're ever in need of a rest stop or a good drink, you're always welcome here. The next round's
know where
on
to go.
me. Aye.
Yep.
If you ever need our services again, please do contact us. There's any other creepy crawlies coming up from the belly of the earth.
I hope we
You
don't
won't
need
catch
you
us for it
again,
next
but
time.
I'll keep you in mind.
Right.
And
Farewell.
then we're off to Longsaddle.
Good day.
Hit it, Yomp.
So, Skaith, while they're doing this, is ZZ... Where is ZZ at this point?
CC's currently in like one of my pockets on my utility belt.
Staying in there?
Yeah, for now. Yeah.
Bodger does come up to you and have a bit of a sniff. Growls a little bit and then turns around and goes and sits back down.
Escape, I think
Whatever.
it thinks you smell.
Okay, so the rest of you head back to your
Better
cart
than you.
and away you go off into the sunset or sunrise. It's still
Yeah.
early.
It's like 9 o'clock.
It's pretty early. 2 seconds. You're not in long saddle. I'm just doing this because of the map stuff. There you go.
I thought that's where we were going.
In
Okay.
terms of contacting you guys, did you actually decide what you were calling yourselves yet?
I don't think so. I had an idea.
Still waiting
but
for
not-
that epic adventure that will
Yeah.
lend itself to a name.
Aye. Okay then, so
Yeah.
you heading back down to Longsaddle?
I'm just
Yeah.
assuming that if I bring out Bodger enough, there will be called something along the lines of that crazy group with the badger.
Those,
yeah.
those,
And then
weird,
we can work with that.
those
crazy
weird
group
people with
with
the
the dragon
armoured
badger.
badger. It's weird. Okay, so heading back down to Longsaddle. Now, breaking immersion just for a second. For the next little bits and bobs, we'll do things in kind of speeded up time. I'm not going to go, and this night this happens, and this night this happens, and I will say now some of the stuff you go to Longsaddle for probably will be a bit sped up as well, purely for the purpose of keeping the gameplay running rather than having you guys...
Fast travel.
Yeah, instead of having you guys sitting around waiting for a piece of armour to be crafted, which will probably take about a week, we'll speed things up a little bit. Okay, but back in, so you're heading back down to... are you heading to Longsaddle, or are you heading to Corvin, by the way?
Longsaddle.
You're heading to
Longsaddle.
Longsaddle. Okay then, so you
Longsaddle.
it takes it's going to take you about 3 days to reach Longsaddle in total. Is there anything anybody wants to do during the travel?
So I'm just
Making
using the
2 more
dead rabbit.
potions.
I'm using the dead rabbit and just cutting bits off every so often, and just putting it in the paste for him.
Okay.
And sometimes I go for walks by myself, and I just let him out and just have it on my shoulder as I walk.
Okay, as you do so, he happily, we assume it's a he, it happily accepts the dead rabbit meat and just chomps it down. And seems pretty content just to sit on your shoulder and have a
Cool.
wander around.
Then he comes back from a walk one day with 1 ear.
Yeah.
Every now and again he
He's
does like
Dangling.
fall asleep on your shoulder and he drools a little bit and you feel a little bit of tingle on your shoulder where it's like when you've slept on it wrong and it's gone a bit dead. But you after a few minutes you kind of shake it off. You want to do your potions, Johanna. Johanna, I'm going to make you roll a check on that because you are on the road.
Yes.
It's all... actually, for the night... No, you're fine. You're fine.
And presumably you're
Yeah.
keeping track of your herbs and stuff.
Yes. Good point, actually. Thank you, Charles, because
Yep.
they take a large chunk of herbs to do, and you're probably running out quite soon.
Okay, stop and see Alice.
Okay, so you've travelled
No,
now.
I'm making 1 potion
Yep.
because now so that means I've used up all of my stacks.
Okay.
I
So-
still have 1
You
empty
can also be
vial,
searching for someone way there.
and I miss.
Just anytime we stop.
Yes.
Okay. So you return to Longsaddle.
Yeah, that's what that Thero has to do that for me because I can't find stuff.
Duro, do you want to do a bit of a hunt for herbs, or?
Yeah, I don't mind looking for herbs.
Okay, roll me 3 nature checks, please. 1 for each day. Not bad. You managed to find 5 stacks of assorted herbs along the road. Sometimes you venture quite far during the day when it's quite light and quiet, but you do manage to find 5 stacks. I'm assuming you pass these to your hand.
Yes,
Yay.
I have no use for them.
Awesome.
They're the wrong type of herb, I'm afraid.
You can't. During your hunting,
Thank
you
you,
see Skaith wander off, just going for a walk. He says he's scouting. You kind of head the same direction from a little bit, and you kind of divert off, and you can just hear in the distance. It sounds like he's talking to himself, just a little bit. You can't hear what's being said, but you can just hear whispering.
Although, this doesn't surprise me.
This is just Skaith being Skaith. Okay. Why is that?
We're also trying to continue teaching Jump Elvish a little bit.
Yeah, I
Okay.
want to do that.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I was gonna say. Sitting next to him in the cart, and we're just talking.
That's fine.
Teaching him random
Okay. Jump, make me just make me 3 straight intelligence checks.
That's
Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, we got one.
On the first
Okay,
Can we
day,
give him an advantage?
on the
On the
first day,
he
you
got what he learned
He
before.
was too distracted.
on the first day you sit there and you go through a few common words in Elvish, and every time you go, like, yeah, no, I get this.
Like I'm pointing to stuff and just saying the word.
And at the end of the day, okay, let's review what we've learned. Learned about what? And the second and third days, you get a couple of words in there. You get the sense that over a very long period of time,
The word for like horse and
you
tree.
might be able
cart.
to. So, John, you now grasp the very, very basics of Elvish. Like, I mean, you understand a
Like,
couple of key words. And if two
Right.
people were having a conversation in Elvish, you'd understand like the word like he just said door, he said tree, I know, and that's about it.
He could understand that it was Elvish.
Yes, yeah, and you
Yeah.
get like the odd word. So don't go into translator services anytime soon.
Okay, yeah, and lastly, I see Roger's also playing from time to time, like 4 hours a day. I don't know if he's going to be going steezy hunting, but he's just going to be playing.
He sticks with the caravan and with you for most of this time.
I'll just prestidigitate a couple like bug ribbon-chase and stuff. Just kind of.
He
So
chomps one and it disappears and it looks sad.
The best I can do.
Anyway, so after a couple of days of travel, you see the familiar sight of the town of Longsaddle, and you reach it probably about midday.
So we're going straight to Gary's then? Or
Sure,
Should
why
go
not?
to-
Might as
Yeah,
well.
go Gareth first.
Or we could get
I'll
Yeah.
run with the crowd.
gonna get the
Okay, so you head on towards Garius's, and you just open it up. The shop is currently empty. You can see Garius behind his. Stall. As you enter the shop, you can see there are. Previously, the shelves were looking a little bit bare, but now there are a couple of different items on there. You can see strange boxes, curled up tents, a few assorted shoes and amulets and strange things like that kind of line the shelves. It looks like he's now finally got to the stage where he's unpacked everything and everything's out on the shelves ready for sale. As you walk in, you see Garius looks up. The thick spectacles that he was wearing last time that you saw him are no longer there. When I say thick spectacles, I'm talking like an inch thick spectacles type thing. But he seems to have either lost those or isn't wearing them anymore. Over to you.
Oh. Hello. Oh, hello, friends.
Oh,
Alice fixed the potion. I don't have to wear those horrible glasses anymore.
Oh, really?
Well, at least not until it wears off again. But how are you?
we just got back from Bukov.
What do you think of the shop? It's looking much better now. I can find things.
We've got
Oh,
more
it's
stock.
rather nice.
What kind of stuff you got?
Yeah. No, I've had delivery of the shipment from Wes with the usual lack of instructions, and I've even started developing a range of my own products. They aren't quite as impressive as Wes's, but at least I know what they do. But what can I do for you?
You have those
Oh.
badges ready yet?
Badges! Yes, of course. Oh, that was fascinating work. I had an experimental one that maybe that's something for the future. But I've got some ones that do what you want and don't melt and don't explode. And
Are you sure about this?
yes. These
Before
ones
I
are
put it near my
absolutely-
face or something.
Yeah,
it's not
I
gonna
even
blow
had
up.
some help from. I may have had help, but no. Well, don't say anything. But these work. These are very good. I was hoping, I was mentioning I had this thing I wanted to do, which would have given them much better range and what. But that's so far the effects that you can't. You don't want to use that. Well, not unless you're wearing very thick armor.
Oh,
And
okay.
possibly magically protected.
That's a thing.
Yeah, but anyway, they've got me here, and I've got what is it? Yeah, display case. Yes, wooden box with it. Opens it up, and it's got like sort of velvety things in there, and you see all the badges lined up, and he's had them polished, and he's got little pictures of your fiery badge. There you are. They did turn out expensive, I'm afraid. I mean, not as expensive as the one I wanted to take, but they did take a reasonable amount of work. Sorry.
How much
How
is it?
expensive
Are we
Need a way to-
talking?
We needed a way to communicate anyway. It's important.
Well, it's 1,000 gold pieces for the set.
That's fine.
Can we barter?
Do you take an IOU?
Well,
Do you like
For me
gems?
now, anyway.
Sorry. So, could you say that again, one at a time? Concentration.
Do you like gems?
We also do still have our
Yes,
discount.
gems are good. Gems can be used for all sorts of things. I can use them as focuses. I can grind them up and make things out of them. Yes, I can use gems. Do you have some?
Johanna, can you grab the gems for me, please? I grab, and I go. They're worth about 700,
Okay.
and then I give the other 300 as well.
Right. He gets out a little eyepiece and starts studying them all. And
With our discount?
That does include the discount.
yeah, no, I'm afraid that's including the discount. I said, magical. Yeah, I mean, I'm not as good as Wes, but I am a moderately competent sort of. Well, I am a competent magical practitioner. My work is valued.
Very valuable.
So
Definitely.
Darius
No
is
question
going to
about
Especially
roll.
by us, your most loyal customers.
Darius is going to roll a straight intelligence check here to see if you can determine the values of the gems. I'll just for ease, I'll run the check, Charles. So
Yeah,
run
I was letting you do that.
14.
Oh.
So Darius, you look at the gems, and you think they're worth a little bit less than 700, probably 650.
Yeah, I'm not sure these are 700. Sorry, but I
Well,
mean
that's
this
what
one
we've
here's
been
got
told.
a chip in it, and this one's a stone. How did that get in there?
But we did find them in the mine.
Okay, 650. I'll take 650.
Oh,
It's
remember what Wes said.
it's a deal.
625,
650.
640.
Look at deal.
Is that in total for the whole
Oh.
thing?
I've been practicing that. I've got this book. Sorry, I shouldn't say that.
You're
Yes, 640, and
you're
and the gold
you're a
and-
great barter.
Before we go further, what exactly can the badges do?
Yeah.
Do you want me to do that?
Um,
In terms of actually going through the mechanics properly.
yeah, you do the mechanics.
Okay, so the mechanics, the badges are designed to work off of the message cantrip. So you can see the message cantrip in the spellbook, but it's modified in a way. So the way they work is if you touch the badge, you can then send a message, a whispered message, to anyone else who has a badge within 120 feet of you. The only things that will block it are, I think it's about a foot of stone, 3 foot of wood, a bit of, I think it's a thick inch-long piece of metal and stuff like that. So it's kind of like the message cantrip, but you can do it to everyone or selected people within your group.
Do you have to speak?
So you can send it to someone specific?
That's
Does
I-
it go to everybody?
I put one on, and I run outside 60 feet,
I'll grab another one.
and I just go. There are socks.
So it does require a whisper, so it's not telepathic, it requires a basic whisper, but you can do it very quietly under your breath, type thing, and the people who hear it, it's just heard almost telepathically. So there's no sound
Yeah, I was
made
going
on
to
the
say,
other end.
it says here that it can only the person that you're pointing at, but I'm guessing.
Yes, that's the
badge
additional
is
thing of the
gonna be
badges means
redirects
it's basically the message spell, but allows you to do it to anybody with a badge.
Mass message.
Basically,
Okay.
mass message. Yes, it's a good way of putting it.
Spam, spam, spam.
Well, as nobody else is wearing one of the badges at this moment in time, you may hear a
I said I
vague
put
whispering
one on.
noise coming from them, but that's about it. Oh, would you care to try the other one? Well,
Yeah, I put
Sure.
one on. This was
Pass them
right
out.
outside, I put one on.
I'm going to get Bodger out and then put one very carefully on his scarf.
We make enough for-
Bodger hops out. They made 7, I believe.
Yes, we did.
yes.
Yes, we
Um,
did.
Bodger,
We made enough. We
Bodger
have
pops
enough.
out, looks around, looks at Garius.
No biting.
Look,
No biting. He made you a thing.
He looks quite pleased with himself. He kind of eyes up, looks at it. Very clever.
he's got a badger on. Look.
Gives it a sniff. Gives an approving snort. And then he kind of puts shows his neck for you to put it onto the scarf.
Oh, he's so cute.
I really wish I knew why he hates me. I really haven't done anything. At least if I have, I'm not aware of it.
bag for Morpheus' help.
First thing we'll do when we find a druid is ask him to ask just that.
Yeah. I mean, I work for Wes. What? Well, if Wes has done something, it's not my fault.
Really did not like that name.
I'm trying to think what Wes
You
might have done
didn't
to
like
Badger.
that name.
Alright.
We should learn how to speak Badger.
I mean,
I'm
I
pretty sure I
I
get to
touched
talk
the
to
badge.
animals eventually.
Whisper to Bodger,
I
Where's
think, say theory gets it.
He whispers. So as you whisper, Bodge back to him. You hear the very light return of a growl just resonates in your head.
So does he have to, like,
Garius?
put a paw on the back of his neck?
He growls, but not as loud.
I don't think he likes your boss either.
well, Wes can have that effect on people.
Every time you say "where's,"
We
it's a
noticed,
growl.
yes.
He's actually quite.
Roger, why don't we
once
go
you get to know
outside
him,
and
he's
stay
not
with
too
Scaife,
bad, but
okay? Let's go outside, okay? You and me, let's go sit with Scaife outside.
Okay, so he follows you outside.
Thank you
and
so
just,
much, Gareth.
just as he gets to the doorway, cocks a leg, pees a little bit, and walks out.
oh, please ask him not to do that.
I'll walk over and clean it up. He's doing it because he knows that you hate it. If you didn't react so badly, he wouldn't do it as much.
Garrus has got a bully.
Exactly.
You should get a book on reverse psychology.
Oh, the tent thing in the back of the cart. I was wondering if I could have it back. You see, I'm working on a new line of tents, and that was kind of a prototype. I mean, you've seen Wes's things. Wes's are really quite amazing and wondrous, even. Well, he's branding bears off of me. But I'll try a more modest one, and that's kind of. Yeah, I've even got some pictures and things. You told me that people like to blend in. Yes, I've been taking this on board. My new ones, I've got. It's kind of. Yeah, I've got. I'll show you later, but it's kind of a bubbly thing, and you can hardly see it at all. It's great.
Sounds amazing.
Like an
I'll get your
invisibility
tent.
Okay, so
My
Ranos
God,
heads out, grabs
brings
the
it.
tent, brings it back in.
There you go.
Yeah. Yes. You also said you didn't like the colour.
I love the
Yeah,
color.
I'm working on that.
Okay. Anything else in Gareth's shop?
Oh, many things to interest you if you're interested. Well,
Yeah, I go in and ask, what's the new gear you have?
Okay, so what I'm going to do to make life easier, I'm going to guess that's red. I've not actually fully read through the list, Charles, but I'm going to make it available to everybody. So that.
Yeah, there's also a GM bit and a player bit. So
there you go. Okay then. So there's Gary's catalogue.
Where?
So it's now in the loot section, called List of Gary's shop items. Wow, I want an Easter bunny. I see you've renamed the Gary bag.
I can't see what it is. I can't see it. I love
sorry.
this stuff.
Okay, there are some
Someone
highlights.
Send me a screen cap. Just send me a screen.
Okay, I'll send you. It's too big to screen cap. There's a lot of stuff on it. I will send a screen cap.
I
to
love
you
stuff.
I'll send you a screen cap.
right, we've got
great.
Wes's mousetraps. We've got Wes's tents.
Don't worry about putting
we've
through a list. Like I said, I'm doing a screenshot for your hand already. Everyone else can see.
Wes's wondrous wand just sounds. I'm sure I've heard someone say that before.
There is something of a branding thing going on.
Yeah, dodgy.
Where's this wondrous wands? Does it do color spray?
Well, that's the thing with the wands. They never come with instructions. Anything from Wes, Garrus may be able to work out what it does, but maybe not.
I just don't understand why you renamed the Gary bag from Gary's sack.
I rather like the Gary bag. Actually, we've got the backpack with the Gary bag, which is a like a Gladstone bag type thing, and we've also got a backpack, which is the Gary pack.
There you go, Natasha. I've sent you a couple of screenshots. It may overlap a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you told me to go away and do some stuff, and I was bored.
No, that's fine. I'm thoroughly entertained by the list.
Come on.
As are we? Whew.
So,
Yeah, that's,
is anyone interested in anything from Gary's Glorious Goods or Wes's Wondrous Wells?
Everything.
Yeah, but Nathan gets to do the price.
Everything.
Wes's Wondrous Wells. Okay, is anyone interested in anything from the list?
Yes.
Do we have enough money to buy any of that? Because we're down a little.
You are down 1,000 gold. Well, 960 gold, or 40 gold, or something like that. In
No,
total.
we paid in gems.
Yeah.
Which
was nine- it was-
I count your money hoard with the gems just because they were 600 equivalent. So you would.
Oh, did you already take that out? Because I've taken it out there from the team loot.
Well, Johanna doesn't have any access to it, so yeah.
Oh
so
yeah,
you're
I've
down-
taken it out there.
You're down to just under 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
Do we need a new tent?
I'm not so sure about
Because
this
we
Gary
gave ours
Sauce thing,
to-
you know.
Gary sauce. I like that. Experimental.
Yeah, that's kind of what made me thinking. I'm sure I had a hire car with someone out on the back seat the other day.
Well, the Gary sauce is basically a variant on the, I think it's the prestidigitation spell, which you can flavour things with. So it's a cantrip based.
But it's Gary based as well.
Yeah.
How much do one of these coin purses cost?
The Gary purse. So a Gary purse will probably set you back 50 gold. 50 gold for Mark 1, 80 gold for Mark 2. Oh no, there's 3 sizes. So 50 gold for 100 coins, 80 gold for 500 coin variant, and 100 gold for 1,000 coin variant.
So you're basically gaining
Is
money.
He's kind of just said it's a bag of holding for coins.
Yeah.
So it's like
The difference between the Mark 1 and Mark 2 is the Mark 1 will only take coins. It'll reject anything else. The Mark 2 will accept valuable items like jewellery and gems. But that's kind of all it'll hold. It's not like a proper bag of holding, it's a restrictive one. And it also requires attunement.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can't be robbed by Skaith. I mean, by bandits.
Yeah. And it cannot be reattuned unless it's empty.
So you got to pull all your stuff out onto the table. Here, have the bag. Okay, so we can always
How
come
does
back.
the Gary tent work?
The Gary tent. It's a tent.
Well, if you want a demonstration of the Gary tent, you can go out. If you go out behind the shop, there is an area. He will set one up for you. I believe I even have pictures.
So, would you like a demonstration of a Gary tent?
Sure.
No,
I mean, we're
not-
gonna need a
yeah.
replacement tent after.
Yeah, sure.
So,
How
okay,
much, how much is a Gary tent? Let's make sure we can afford this before we have a demonstration.
a Gary
We've just
tent.
been wasting poor Gary's time.
Gary tent is about 100 gold.
That's worth it. So.
Magic.
I'm
Okay.
fairly friendly nature, to be
Mark
honest with you.
2 is a little bit more. Give me a second. Where's Miss Dungeon Dragon? Tokens.
So you'll head
I
outside
kind
the
of
back,
want
and Gary
the
is
Gary
very.
tool.
He pops down a little. Looks like a little bag, almost like a rolled up sleeping bag type thing. Sets it down.
And then magically pitches a tent.
Yeah.
But effectively, now stand back, everybody. You put it on the ground, and you say the magic word. It's Kento. And well, all right, I lack imagination at times. And it balloons up. It's a big bubble of force appears. You can see that it has seats and a bed and things inside it. It's sort of translucent.
So it's basically a giant shield bubble type thing, which apparently is translucent, and you can see 6 beds, and an array of 6 beds and things like in a circular. It's a big circle type thing, a bit like a wigwam, but a bubble.
Is the Mark II also translucent?
Yes, the Mark II is. I just. Can you see that? I've just put something
We're on
there.
the
I may
long
need
saddle
to-
map at the moment. Long saddle backdrop.
Right. So I'll just delete that. That's the trouble. When you move everybody, you don't move me.
Well, I physically can't. It's not my fault.
I know.
If I could move you, I would. The Gary tent, also known as the Gary egg.
That's beautiful.
About that,
I imagine his to be a little bit more bubble.
Imagine it more bubbly rather than up, so it's a bit wide. So the base is probably a bit wider and circular in the fact that it then allows like 6 beds to be arranged in like a clock formation.
so
So
you ever make a Mark
That's
III
right.
It's a giant hamster ball.
and it's not translucent,
It's transparent.
then do
Yes.
tell.
Say again.
Yeah.
Ranos.
If there's ever a Mark III and it's not transparent, then
Well,
we can talk.
Yeah.
well, part of the plan was you said that you wanted it to blend in, and I thought this will blend in perfectly because
Not.
you can kind of see the things behind it. I mean,
You can have light
You can also
inside.
see the people in it.
There's logic there. I'll give you that.
Close, but
I was trying to listen and take in things and customer feedback.
Garius, you know how an owl is almost invisible against a tree? That's the kind of camouflage you should be going for.
Same colors.
But if we sit inside this one, we can see the night sky. It would be
Yes.
like sleeping outside, but
You can also-
not having rain on you.
Sleep outside. You can also
If
just
it's
sleep
raining,
outside.
but the sky's just clouds.
Oh, right.
Can it be
Oh,
penetrated
works.
by weapon? Sorry.
Sorry,
Can it be penetrated by weapon?
I'm afraid it's not really designed to be weapon
tank.
proof. Not, I mean, I could make one that possibly is, but not for this money.
So no, if
what
you
I
stab
said now.
something, it's going to go through.
Yeah, I think we'll think on it and come back to you.
You just throw a tarp over it.
But the nice thing about it is you see it's all
How
laid
much
out
is the
inside
Gary
it,
tool?
and
Let me
it
send
will
a screen
appear
chat.
just as you see it. And you don't need to make the bed, it's nice and dry. Oh, it keeps you warm as well.
Does that have a light a fire?
No, No, it's like a sort of nice temperature inside, and it just kind of stays there.
It's got air conditioning.
Central AC and heat.
Well, we could throw a nice tarp over it, and then it'll
Yeah,
probably
that's what I was
blend in.
Well, the Mark
sure.
II does have a...
Provide some kind of privacy for us ladies.
Well,
I'm trying to send you a screenshot attached to my Skype's done.
Alice did actually point out the privacy aspect, which, yeah, well, actually forgot. And, well, if you go inside, and, what was the word? Dressing, yes. So, yeah, you go inside, and you can see him inside there, and he goes, dressing. It all kind of goes frosted.
Oh.
Yeah. You can still see a sort of vague outline, but...
It's interesting. Shower door.
Cool. I think we'll take one. Why not?
Yeah, sure. Why
So,
not?
the Mark II tent will set you back to, like I say, 100 gold.
Just one more quick thing. The Gary pack, is that like a haversack?
I think the pack was a
It's...
backpack.
The Gary pack is, well, people said that I had the Gladstone bag, which was a nice traditional bag of holding, and it's relatively sturdy. People said it was hard to carry. I had the advantage that it had a nice wide entrance so that you can put things into it. But it's just clumsy. So I put one you can put on your back, and this is the version I've come up with. It's still a relatively early version, but it's essentially a bag of holding designed to be put on your back.
I see.
Backpack of holding. That one's quite expensive, though.
Hangs on my hip.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
This
we're
is-
fine with holding right now.
I am quite fine with the bag, but thank you for thinking of me. I can have another bag later.
Oh,
will
there's
have
also
all
the
bags.
Gary lamp. Yomp?
Yeah.
I think there's a nice lamp for you here.
Well, I was
I
I have
inspired by,
goggles of night vision now.
I was inspired by how much
Oh yeah, that's true.
the helmet worked, and I've developed some ones based on that. We have the Gary lamp. It's a very novel concept. It's like a device you hold in your hand, and you can push a sigil, and it turns light on. It's revolutionary.
Sickle.
That's
There's a bigger one, which is a bit like a lantern, which you hold it, and it does it in all directions. So you can
So it
you could hang it up
flashes
in your
some
tent,
light.
and it would actually.
Yes, Gaith, it does.
Flashes some light. It's
okay.
almost like
Okay,
It's a
so
good
I
name
think
for it.
that'll be a bit. that'll
so
be
you
it
want a
for
Gary
today.
tent? Yep. So a Gary tent will set you back
I
100
want to
gold.
know a Gary tool.
A Gary tool will
I
set
like
you
the
back
idea of a
30 gold.
multi-purpose tool.
So a Gary tool will be
Okay.
30
I
gold.
want one.
So you have
Okay,
again
fine.
a Gary tool and a Gary tent and the com badges, which sets you back a grand total of with that there it's about 1,100
130.
gold in total, which I believe you've most. So Skaith as temporary loot man, if you could remove 130 gold from the bag as well.
so we're on 825.
How
The 825. Okay, I just need to keep it eye on myself. Thank you, Skate.
The team loot bag is being updated as we go along, but okay.
I know. I just need to know for my own, so see
Yeah.
what's going on.
That's right.
how much is the Easter bunny?
25
Yes, that's. Well, to be honest, Wes didn't really give me any instructions other than to see if I could find somewhere to get rid of it.
I want it.
It's
I want it.
cute. It's a nice little bunny, but he is a. He's a little. I don't think he was one of Wes's better creations.
So just
I
to,
want it.
Let's get him the bag. Give him the bunny. Just give him the
so
bunny.
just to confirm, this is a little rabbit in a small cage with a little carry holder. It's an actual living
It's an
bunny.
actual rabbit.
It is
No. We don't need any more live animals.
We're gonna have to
It
have
has to
We're
be said,
supposed to be named
Once
ourselves
already enough.
the menagerie.
the rabbit does look particularly
The
unhappy.
menagerie.
Well, not less unhappy, more
Sad
grumpy.
and John would love him.
Okay, so
John, can I
would you
just
like...
say, if it ever gets out, I'm a hunter, I might accidentally shoot it, so I think it's best we don't get you about it.
It's like a pinata.
That's what we.
Do Jules like
Put a
chocolate
scarf
eggs?
on it.
Just put it in the cage, just see what happens.
Okay then, guys. Okay.
I mean,
So,
You
is
can
that
put it in a scarf and then
is
see
that
what
a pass on the Easter Bunny as a group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
should you be interested? I do have some of the eggs that it create.
Later.
No thanks,
Are they
bye.
actually chocolate?
Thanks, bye.
They are
And with that, Ranos turns and he legs it out of the door. Gary Tent under the arm. And off you go.
I'm just going to wander off. I need to get armor made, so we're going to go off to the armor lady.
Okay then.
I'm a lady.
I need to follow too.
I
Yeah,
can
take
never
a
remember
look.
her name.
Arlen.
Arlen.
As you
Oh,
walk,
she's
as
just
you
the
walk
armoured
out,
one.
you
Before we go
notice
see
that the bell
Alan,
on
should we
Gary's
decide
thing
what armour we're having made?
makes assorted clang noises.
What sort of things we want? Who wants better
I
armour?
need something. Me.
I
and
need to
Roger.
buy more arrows.
I think I would like better armour as well.
I'm on good.
What
Mine is
armour are you
terrible,
thinking
but
of getting?
What are we doing with the ingots is the
As
real
strong
question, I
as
think.
can make it.
We have the plates of adamantine.
So you have
And we
some
have
like
the
chitinous plates, and you have a number of. Let me turn that down. Sorry. Go on. You have a number of chitinous plates, which are quite light but rigid, and also 4 hefty. When I say hefty, we're talking like yay big ingots
Inner
of,
plate size.
of pure adamantine metal.
I think I'm going to go for the metal, probably because I'm the only one that can carry it at the moment.
Set of
I would
laser
like-
plate armor would be good.
I would like something
Yeah, so I'm going to get some plate armor made.
relatively light. Obviously, I don't want it to disadvantage me from sneaking.
And some light armor for Roger, like the heaviest he can wear that doesn't get in his way.
To be honest, I don't think we need adamantine armor for the Badger right now.
No, I was thinking
I
the
think-
chitin armor for Roger.
I don't
Why?
think
Like,
he
he
needs
only
chitin
needs a little
armor right
bit.
now.
He only needs a little
Because
bit.
we're better off with it than he is. Being
But
around
if
3
there's a-
hours a day.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if there's a little bit left over, it can.
He's not
you
very
know,
big.
He's quite small.
And I'm not going to lie, technically Bodger is one of the tankiest characters you have right now. I'm not joking.
His AC's so low. He
His
needs
AC's
something
low,
just
but
to-
he's got barbarian threat rage. Anyway, okay, so you want to go see... If you
He's
go and
quite
talk to
good.
Arlen, she'll give you kind
He's
of
part
like
of
an
the
estimate
party.
of what you can make from this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Then we should go and ask.
If I go for the metal,
I'm gonna lead the charge into her blacksmith. Like, I'm just gonna knock the door and just try to open it myself. I'm not gonna wait for her to open it.
Okay, so the door... So as you approach the
what's
blacksmith,
wrong with you?
the two big, heavy wooden doors are open, and you can hear Arlen hammering away within the smithy. She seems to be working on some horseshoes or something like that. You can't quite see. Doesn't as she's hammering away, ting ting ting. Doesn't seem to hear you. Thank you, Charles. You've thrown me off.
I hate to think what he was putting away.
She's hammering away and she doesn't
Okay.
quite notice you come in. She's kind of got her back to you at the
Okay.
moment.
I just go, who's the most beautiful, best armor in all the land?
And she's got hammer, then she's literally halfway up the hammer. You hear an audible sigh.
I know,
Please
I
don't
miss you
please
too.
don't let that be who I think it is. And she slowly
Hi.
turns around. Hammer still frozen in that position, hammer in hand, just turns around. Oh fuck. What do you guys? What do
It's
you
the
guys
worst
want?
nightmare.
Oh god, you're back. Do you want some? What do you want? Do you want some strange badges made or some? What do you want?
I'm going to go forward, and then Bodger's going to be following me because he's still out.
Oh,
Okay.
this time
Can
it's
we
gonna
have
be a
some-
little bit more traditional.
Oh, is
Can we have some armour, please?
Oh, we've brought you some decent materials as well.
proper
You might like
armour,
this.
or you're looking to armour that furry little beaver at your feet?
Him as well. No, me, Pharaoh, and Bodger, the badger, need some armour, please.
All right, I've got a few bits in. I've got a few bits in stock. What are you looking for?
We have this, and I'm just going to start taking stuff out of the bag of holding and getting stuff from the cart. So like as heavy, as strong as you can make it, please.
And so as you bring
I keep
bring
getting
over a
knocked
couple
unconscious.
of these adamantine ingots over, you can see a sparkle in her eye. She goes, "Is that what I think that is?"
Well, if you think it's adamantine, then yes. If you think it's cheese, then no.
Fucking hell.
Spoil you,
Fucking
by the way.
elves. Yes, it's fucking yes, I think it's adamantine. No, oh fuck. Just give it. Let me have a look at it. She takes one of the ingots out of your hand and looks it over. Takes one of the hammer and just goes ding ding. Where the fuck did you get this?
Pico.
We killed some things. A lot
Duke
of
of Mines.
They were having a bit of a trouble with some pests. We took care of them for them.
Sure.
Reopened their minds.
Okay.
And a hiver. And a thing.
Oh.
And another thing.
Okay, I tell you what. I don't know where. I don't want to know where you've got it. But
Told you.
if you want some armor making, I can make this stuff dance for you. What?
Yes, please.
How much have you got?
4 ingots.
This.
Falling. Oh, well, it depends what you want making. I could make you a nice breastplate, or a set of half plate, or something like that. What are you looking for? You
What
can kind of
is
see
the most-
as she's saying this, she's rubbing her hands together in delight. Yeah. Almost like a kind of evilly cackle knitting as she speaks.
What's the best and strongest set of armour you can get?
Well, the best I
Gives me
can
the
make.
most coverage.
I can make full plate with this. If I use all of this, I could make some full plate. But you don't look. She kind of looks you up and down. You don't look like the type to use full plate. You look a bit flimsy.
You're not a dwarf.
Aye.
Yeah.
I would back her in a arm wrestle against you.
Would you now? That's an interesting proposition.
Are we doing this?
But I don't care what you say, rogue. So I'm going to ignore you. All right. Well, do you want heavy armor? Do you want medium?
I love our love-hate relationship.
She's now talking directly to Johanna and just puts a finger up at you. What are you looking for, lass?
Heavy, I think. I need
I don't.
something like or at least a medium, like a strong medium.
All right, let me have a
Not
look.
to metagame, but are you proficient in heavy armor?
That's what
I
I'm
have
just
no
checking.
idea. I can't see my sheet. I'm basically making this up as I go
I
along.
think live clerics might be. That's what I'm just checking right now. So normally clerics aren't.
But one of the things about this is the moment you go into heavy, then you start losing your dex bonuses.
Since you're dex based, it's probably better for you to go. Sorry, I'm just having a look.
I'm talking out my ass. I can't see my character sheet.
That's
I'm
all
just
right. I'm just having a
saying
look.
stuff and hoping for the best.
But for the mechanics of the game, I would suggest you stick to medium.
So
Yeah.
live clerics are available. However, the best. Okay, just let's talk this mechanically. The best you can probably make you with the amount you've given her and time and not money. She could probably
Not
make
money.
you some chainmail out of that, which is only 16 AC default, or she can make you a set of
Breastplate.
a breastplate, which is 14 plus your dex of which a maximum of 2, which gives you 16. But this one will probably be a special breastplate. So I'd say probably your best bet is a
But
breastplate.
Okay.
I can look at. Okay, she kind of wanders around and looks around you.
Can I get a helm as well, like a breastplate and a helm out of
Oh,
this?
you've only bought me 4 ingots, so it's going to take me 3 It's going to take me 3 to make you a decent-sized breastplate. Back
Just
to
like a little helm, like a circlet helm, just a little one.
I might be able to make you
What about
something.
a...
Are you just looking for the one suit out of this? Are you looking for any
Yeah.
weapons? Is it just armor you're after?
Yes.
You
Does anyone want
you
any
can make
weapons
some
out of it?
decent weapons. Some I know a guy who could make you a good sword out of this as well.
I don't. I'm fine without a sword. I want to not be unconscious.
So that's a good
What
question
about
for all
a
of you.
shield?
Interest in general. Are you looking to only use this for armor, or are you looking for weaponry as well?
I've already got
I'm
almost
not really looking for a sword. Is anyone else?
I've
Make
got
you a
enough
sword,
stuff
make you a
at the
hammer. So you
moment.
can make it so the person.
You've got to
Not
think.
really a melee.
Johanna,
role.
you
Big on
you could
melee weapons.
Well, no, but Johanna now has high strength, so she could use
I don't know
a
what I have.
basic weapon,
a warhammer, for example.
Yeah, I
a warhammer,
say
for example, and I'm proficient in them, so I can
So
train
it's
her.
just a quick. We can do armor, we can do weapons. I'm just making sure you have that. You know that's an option.
Thank you. Would a breastplate and a warhammer work with the amount of stuff?
Yeah. You'd have to work on proficiency for the warhammer, but
That's fine. We've got enough
I can
time.
Are you
help
to
ever
work
going to
core
use
them.
the hammer?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
have a
because now
weapon
Johanna's
or
got strength.
if Johanna's looking to be more of a
Yeah.
frontline fighter, then a warhammer would probably work
Will
really
probably
well.
be,
Yeah, but-
yeah,
Action economy wise, you always have to either cast a spell or attack. So
Yeah. So either one works.
that's true.
You can always save an ingot and decide later.
Could also smelt it down again.
Yeah.
Adamantine
I've got
is
bonuses, so if I pick the right
adamantine
ones, I
is
can
like the hardest metal around. Once you've done something with it, you can't do much else with it. It's one of those
You
things.
could always buy a basic warhammer and then decide on whether you use that enough, whether you would like to turn this into a warhammer.
One of the
That's amazing.
advantages of adamantine is it being so incredibly tough. It can hold edges very well. So Warhammer may not be the best use for it.
Well, I'm just thinking thematically. Anyway, okay, so
like a war axe, really.
yeah, or a battle axe would be fine. Okay, I can make you a breastplate. Do you want a breastplate making out of this?
Yes, please.
Alright.
And
What do you want to do with
can
this last
we
thing? Do you want to keep it? I can turn it into. I might be able to turn it into a smaller weapon. Maybe a shield, something like that.
Better shields. I think
Shield
we're going.
could increase AC as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do a shield.
because you have a shield with you, don't you?
Yeah, I can change. I can switch my shield out.
But
With
could
it.
you get your shield infused with it? So like, it uses the whole ignite, but it gets a benefit.
If
Would that
you want,
work,
like-
Nathan?
Lay the ingot on top.
Like
Um,
adamantine
sounds,
plated.
you could probably do an adamantine plated shield, which
Yeah.
would possibly give you some benefits.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna get breastplate made and plate my shield with adamantine.
All right, okay. I'm gonna need to take some measurements so I fit it properly. I'm gonna have
Can I just say I'd also like the best light armor you can make?
I've got some.
About that. What's your
We'll do that
AC,
with the
Zero?
chitin.
My AC at the moment is 15.
Okay, because I'm at 13.
So the best light armor that we can make is studded leather, which is 12 plus dex.
Which would
Or you have the chitin. She might be able, if you ask her, she might be able to do something nice with the chitin.
I was going to ask actually because I was going to move on to that next, and then we've just sort of sorted out the adamantine about making a set of armor with the chitin, and then seeing how many scraps are left.
So okay.
What could you do with the...
Go on.
We also have... Can I show her the chitin?
What the fuck is this? He picks it up. It's like this quite thick. See, it's kind of like a thick plate with adamantine crusted in it. Where the hell did you? No, I don't want to know where you got
This is
this.
what we were fighting. We were fighting those things.
so hard.
Have you got any more? This stuff's amazing. Cause it's light. She's like, just starts with. This stuff's
And it
amazing.
says I take the rest of it out.
Have you got any more?
Just
Yep.
those 4.
Right under me shop now.
Ooh.
Is there any light armor you could make out of that?
Well, to be honest, I could make a breastplate out of this, but in such a way that just it's so bloody light. I reckon I can make a breastplate out of this, and it wouldn't restrict your movement at all. This stuff's amazing. So the idea
like
you
a
can
light
make a
armor
breastplate out
breastplate.
of this that functions as light armor. I'll give you some stats around that, but it'll be custom armor.
That'll be sweet.
How much of that would be
You got
left?
4 of these. Is it if it's for you guys? Might be able to make these quite simply. I can probably make 2 sets of 2 breastplates out of this. 2 light
And me and Ranos
breastplates.
could have one.
Would
That
there
would be
be
awesome.
would there be any left for the badger? Just a little thing.
You and your
of
fucking
scraps.
badgers. I'll tell you what. I'll have a look. If there's any scraps left over, I'll see if I can make some kind of scale mail or something. There's always chips and bits. These things are a bit rough on the edges. So if there's some chips left, I might be able to make you some something. I don't know. All right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna need all
You've
of
the
your
best warrior
measurements
we
if I'm gonna
have.
make this armor. So all of you against the wall, clothes off.
I just stripped down like that. I have
I'm
no
standing
sense
in
of
a corner
modesty.
leaning against my staff. It's like, I don't do armor.
Okay, so Johanna walks over to the wall, Poof, down to the skivvies. Come on, lads, don't be shy.
Sure.
I'll show you yours if you show me mine. I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Lord.
Just fucking get on the wall.
Yeah,
I just
my
like-
strip.
I just
Johanna's
go, by the way,
already
I'm
mostly
going commando.
naked.
So
That's
as it,
uncomfortable.
it's quite nice. It's quite nice and warm. Thero's kind of stood there, covering himself up. It's quite nice with warm from the heat from the forge, though, so you're not too cold.
Theo, do you not have any underwear?
You don't wear it in the forest. You know.
What is underwear?
I minor illusion a nice big fig leaf where his privates are.
I
It
kind of
doesn't need to
imagine
be
him. Have you
that
played
big,
Metal Gear
Thanos.
Solid 2?
No.
Ranos, the fig leaf doesn't need to be that big.
Ooh.
I make it even bigger.
I just move behind and go high five.
As he moves his hand,
Not
he
touching you right now.
disappears. Anyway, she goes, "Oh, fucking elves. Oh, God. As she gets out, she gets a small measuring tape and does a few measurements on each of you. All right, that should be enough. Leave it with me. And
I hold Bodger up so she can measure him as well.
fine. And she does a few measurements on the badger. Bodger's looking very pleased with himself.
Measurements.
Badgements.
Okay, I've got what I need. It's going to take me a little while to do this. Come back tomorrow, and I should have what you need.
Quick
You
question.
fucking weirdos.
Do you have any arrows in stock?
Yeah, I got some arrows.
Yeah, can I buy about 25?
And she throws a quiver at you.
How much would that be?
A couple of gold. Don't worry about the price. It's not worth it. Okay, now, in terms of payment.
I'm
Well,
actually
I
looking
s-
for some darts.
Okay, and she gives you some darts. Here you go, lad. Gives you 3. She's got a pack, opens up a pack, and it's got a leather pack, leather case with 5 darts in it. Alright, in terms
Okay,
of payment.
Can I
Okay.
part pay with my old armor? And I assume that we're going to get a discount so that we can show the rest of the world how your wonderful craftsmanship. Someone else take over. Someone else take over the talking.
Okay.
I'll also give you my armor. Someone else take over.
I was about to say, so you fancy adamantine to work.
Okay.
As well as
Okay,
the
okay.
knife.
Guys, I don't want your fucking armor, alright? I can make my own. You can put your stuff back on now. God damn it.
At this moment,
Rename
you
it.
hear
Oi,
Garrett
look,
coming.
put your eyes
I
back
just
in their
want to-
sockets.
Sorry, I didn't intrude. And it runs off.
I'm gonna see what that was about later.
You know, she turns to the only semi-sane one here, looks at John. You know,
Hi.
I came here because I thought it'd be a nice, quiet life. Fucking hell.
I guess I'm not sane.
She doesn't know what to think of you. You're giant, you're 6 foot tall and blue and covered in scales. And Jump's more of her height. She doesn't have to crane as much to see Jump. Alright,
Fair enough.
okay. You bought me some good stuff.
I'm sort of like a dwarf child.
You are a dwarf child.
I'll make this for you. I don't want gold from you, but a favour. Owe me a favour, and I'll make this for you. And if anyone asks you where you got this stuff, you tell them who made it. You send business my way, more stuff like this. And if you come across anything else like this, adamantine, mithril, anything like that, you bring it to me and I'll make you good stuff. But you make sure you tell the people who sent you.
You can be
who
our
made it for
personal
you.
armourer from now on if you want.
Let's not go that far. Let's not get that far.
Like, you
But
don't want to see this now, but
I've got a favour. I've got a favour. I don't need it yet. But-
What kind of favour? And I wink at her.
Oh, fuck off.
you stay out of it.
We never bring Scaife back
Just let's just say you owe me a favour, and we'll leave it at that. All right?
Can I still
don't-
sell you my old armour? Because I don't want to carry it around if I have a new set.
You can put it in the corner, and that's all.
And I don't get any money. I like money.
I'm gonna slap your ass.
He's making us free armor. Will you shut up?
He?
Basically.
Just because.
Basically.
Anyway, I've got your stuff.
I'll
Now.
sell it to someone else.
Will you fuck off before I slap the lot of you?
Thank you. You're super awesome.
Hi.
I know.
I'm gonna, before Scaife says anything, I'm just gonna push him by his face.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm going to put the dress back on, but I'm going to put my old armour into the bag of holding. I don't want to put it
Hopefully nothing
on.
attacks us.
As you leave, she takes the two heavy wooden doors and just slams them shut, and you can hear like 7 or so locks and
Wow.
latches going across.
How long is this gonna take to make the armour, by the way?
She said
She
come
said
back
till
tomorrow. So if you remember back to what I said on the road,
Really fast.
things.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've got dress, boots, gauntlets, and cloak.
Fucking hell. And as you can kind of
Right.
hear her, oh, give me strength, as she walks back in.
She's just playing hard to get with me. Like it's
Yeah.
see right through her.
Three
She
years
totally
later,
wants
Scaife
it.
and Ireland sit down, look at their half
Totally.
elven, half dwarven children, and think, "Oh, where did this all begin?" And at that point, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. So grab drinks, toilet breaks, all that kind of stuff. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Cool.
This is so much fun.
You are so becoming Vox Machina, leaving a trail of chaos amongst NPCs.
We've heard about the heroes. We want to be just like them.
Yep.
I'm on like a campaign of pissing off every NPC in every single town.
Except for that one chick. I don't remember what her name was. But
Just love the fact you go into the place, abuse them,
Eleanor.
try to make impossible deals, and then take off all your clothes.
I have nothing wrong with taking off my clothes. I have no shame. I've seen enough bodies at the hospital. Like, I have zero shame.
You do realise at this point Garrus will not be able to look you in the face.
Whatever.
she was still in her skivvies. She was completely naked. It was Nero that was completely naked.
Pants on. Boots on.
Is it what?
I'm hoping now someone's pouring something.
No, it's definitely like Zero or Jump.
Well, we'll get a coffin.
Jesus.
I got called a dashing young man, say, from a 95-year-old woman.
She's so blind.
Hello?
Here.
Hey.
Hi.
Why doesn't anyone tell me I'm muted?
Wait,
I noticed.
wait, so we still need to go to Alice because we have a couple of things. We have the we have
Back.
Yeah.
we
We
have
should
the-
really speed up the shopping, I think.
The shopping's the most the fun part.
Let's go shopping.
well, we need to give her the Hydra blood to see if she can do anything with that, and then also get her to look at the mysterious red potion.
Yeah. I also wanted to ask Arlen if she knows any good leather workers for the Hydra hide.
I'll allow that, but just let's just say you asked a question and she told you to go and speak to Alrun in Corvin.
Okay.
What's that for? What?
A leather worker, a tailor type person.
Okay.
Gonna take
Cool.
one down. Does he not work with?
He moved.
Yeah, because we didn't get to him in that first game. I
No.
noticed you noticed you talked about him, but
Yeah, I thought I'm not creating 2 tailors and leather workers. I can't bother to make more than 1 NPC. Sod it.
so he just
Move
moved
him.
down.
What's his name?
His name was Alrun, I believe. Let me just confirm. Check. Let me check my notes. Yes,
So
he's
it's Owl and Ron?
Alrun. A-L-R-U-N.
I'll run home, yeah?
Sure, he's heard that joke so many times in his life.
Don't turn this into another Assoon thing.
No,
Some person.
no, just to throw it out there, I made my year on New Year's Eve when we got some shopping delivered, and I went to pick up one of the bags. And I was like, oh, this bag's wet. And Kim went, oh, yeah, some milk spilt. And I was like, it's fine, we didn't cry over spilt milk.
You can tell he's a dad.
It was awful. It was awful. But
It's amazing,
Total,
but you were
total
terrible.
dad joke.
What did I miss on the assume comment?
No, I say Alrun is the tailor and leather worker up in Corvin. So Tom said, "I'll run home and get something."
Well,
So I'm hoping that doesn't transpire, because otherwise I will just
yes,
rename
Charles
him.
likes it. See.
Okay, so
I hope he's a humanoid owl, actually.
You come all over again.
Yeah, we already had to change the pronunciation.
yeah. Okay, so we'll give Jacob just a second and then we'll kick off. So just for a heads up, where are you guys looking to go now? Did I hear someone about going to see Alice?
Yeah,
I
so-
want more vials and potions. Like, more
Well, we
potions
need to
and more
give-
vials.
Yeah, we need to give Alice the mysterious red potion to find out what it is.
Can I check that?
And I want
Nero,
to
would
give
you like
her
to-
the blood, the blood as
You want
well.
to check it? Make me an Arcana check.
Me?
Yeah, sure. Johanna, would you like to do so as well?
Yes. What do I roll?
I'll roll.
Who and what?
This is
can I
checking
roll?
what the
I've
potion
got
is.
dye. I have dye.
Oh!
I have a whole bag of
Yes,
dye.
actually- I know
Okay,
exactly what that thing is.
okay.
Oh,
I'm
I've read about these, you guys. They're really cool.
Wait.
I have
The
3
mysterious
D20s.
health potion.
What does that mean?
Oh, my D20. Oh, what?
Hang on a second.
I don't know if it's in the item thing actually. Let me just have a look.
Oh, it's in here.
It is.
I did it right.
What is it? What is it?
I can't spell. Oh, there it is. So yeah, that's what the item is.
What is it?
I've only read about these. I don't really know how they work, but apparently, after you drink this, the next creature you see, you become charmed by it for an hour.
Ah, I was hoping you'd say it's like a health potion.
You wouldn't lie to them like that.
So okay, since Nira said what it is, it's a filter of love. So basically, it's a love potion. If you drink it, the first thing
And
you
if it's
see,
something you would normally be attracted to, it's your true love.
you
The whole
basically
hour.
fall in love for 10 minutes and become charmed.
So you mean
Guys, you don't need one of them. You cut me.
I need
Sure.
one of them because I can't stand the sight of him at the moment. Not with
Okay.
those jokes.
So yeah, that's what that is. Do with it what you will. I can just
God,
imagine if
so much
Skaith got
fun
hold
with
of that
that.
and knew what it was, and I don't know what would
Close to
happen.
Ireland.
Oh god, oh
Oh
god,
God.
what have I done?
What have you done?
with my slight hand check in the future, it's gonna be fun.
I'm not drinking anything Escape gives me, like, ever.
Would you drink anything Skaith gave you anyway?
No,
Okay then. So we're back in the
unless it was
room.
unopened. If it's unopened, we're good.
Rejoining, carrying on. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I need to go to Alice. I want to give her the blood because she can probably make better use of it than we can. Get some potions and some vials. Yeah,
That's
I know,
not your
we sound
cat, Charles, put it back.
bloodthirsty horse.
Oh, I'm not kidding. It's not his cat.
No, it's not my cat. It's next door's cat. It's adopting me.
Nothing you.
Anyway, okay, so you're going off to Alice's. Knocking the door, and just going in.
We can knock.
Going
Be
in.
nice.
We knock and then
Shop.
go in. We
Why
don't
wouldn't
wait
you
So
go
for us to
Nira knocks on the door. Ranos just walks straight past you and just walks into the shop. As Ranos, as you walk in, you just see Alice go. Oh, come in.
Hi dear. How are
Hi
you?
friends, come in.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi, lovely.
Not been doing anything dangerous, have you?
No, of course
Keep
not.
yourself
Getting knocked
safe.
unconscious.
Oh, that's.
Thanks to your potions, of course.
Oh,
We have.
They came in real handy.
I'm glad I could help. Is there something I can do for you?
We actually managed to procure some strange things on our adventures. You have any use for Hydra blood?
Yes, actually. Let me just check. She looks at the counter, pulls out a tome, and yes. Yes, Hydra blood. That's one of the key ingredients in regeneration potions. If you've got some, I might be able to make a few for you.
I have. How many vials? I have 4 vials in my bag.
Okay.
We have 4 bars.
Okay.
In my bag.
I think I've got the rest of the ingredients here. Actually, I might be able to make you 2 potions for that.
What do those do exactly?
So,
They're amazing.
turning into mechanics, a regeneration potion allows you to recover 2 HP per round for a minute.
Oh. It's like a slower acting health potion.
Yes. So if you think of it along the lines of, so it will regain you 20 HP over a minute, but it
Over a
also
minute,
means if you
okay.
get knocked out or something, you just get back up.
Yeah.
So for a cost, I should be able to make a few
That could
for
be
you.
very useful for Johanna.
I would love.
Yeah. And how about, do you have actually any toxins in
Ah.
stock?
I've got a few poisonous plants laying around,
Yes.
used mainly
I
for
would like-
antivenoms and things like that.
Yeah, can I grab a couple of them, please?
Yeah, of course. Are you looking for something quite strong, or?
Strongest you have.
Okay, I've got some nightshade over here. She wanders around the counter to one of the plants that's kind of behind the glass cabinet. You could have a few petals of this, and it should either make a powerful anti-venom or a strong poison. I tried to stay
I'll
away from
take
the
that.
poison side of things. Okay, so they're not cheap though. It's about 10 gold a petal. You can have 3
Yeah, I'll
petals.
take I'll take 3.
Okay, so she gives you 3 nightshade petals. You say, oh, be careful though. Once it's picked, you need to make them pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they go off and they're not as good.
Can I have some
I'll
empty
use them
vials
tonight.
and also some potions?
Yeah. I've got lots of vials in stock. How many would you like?
How much are they?
Each vial's 2 gold.
Okay.
He pulls out one of these very nice looking like crystalline vials with a nice glass stopper in the top.
Can I
I'll take
have
10.
10, please?
Okay. So 40 gold in total. And gives
I
you
saw
10.
Nathan's face then go, how many potions do they want?
What type of potions are you looking for? I've got a few healing potions in stock. I can make those regeneration potions if you like.
Both.
Okay, so the healing potions are for you 40 gold a piece. If you want the regeneration potions, it's going to cost me about 80 gold to make each of them.
And you said you could make 2 of those, right?
I can make 2 regeneration potions.
So that's a total of how much?
So it depends how much you want. So if you want 2 regeneration potions, 160 gold, and then each healing potion on top of that is 40 gold each. Yes, Tom, potion's expensive.
So
I say go 1 regeneration for now and 1 healing potion.
1 healing.
Unless we just want to use Johanna's healing potions. If we just trust hers.
I've got 4 of my own.
So the regeneration potions are really quite powerful, and you're getting
2
a good price on
regen
them.
being made. Can someone do math again for me? Because I can't do math in my head.
So if we want 2 regeneration and 1 healing, it's 200 on top of the 50 we're spending.
40 you're spending on vials. Oh no, you're spending 50 for the pedals as well. Yes.
No, it's
Can I just
30.
say, is the regeneration potion still that much, even though we're providing the hyperblood?
Yes. And you've
Okay.
got a discount on
That's
top
fine.
of it.
It's the 30 for the pedals, 20 for the vials.
505.
Yes, that's right. Sorry, 30 for the
That would
pedals,
be
20 for the vials.
505 minus.
Randos is getting flashbacks of going around a shopping centre, just dragging his feet, carrying like 7 bags. Like, is it over yet? Can I go home?
Alice,
Where's
do you
the
have any-
pub?
Can we go find something?
I'm getting flashbacks of whenever Vex negotiates for buying stuff.
Yeah. You have to have it.
Okay, so do you want both regeneration?
We're gonna
Okay, let's
get-
do this stage
we're
by
gonna get-
stage. Do you want both regeneration potions?
I'm just spending party gold. We can make more. That's fine. Because we're getting the armor for free.
You're gonna get to
So I'm
Corvin
going to get
and
those
like,
2.
how much do you want? How much for a room? Oh, we don't have that much actually. You're
That's
working the
fine.
kitchen.
We've got a
for
tent, and I'm going to find someone to sell my armor to. Like, I have a plan.
Get a new
I
armor.
need.
You mean that
My old
tattered,
armor.
acid-bitten, half-mended armor?
I mended it.
Half-mended.
It looks pretty. Doesn't matter if it works or not.
My leather armor that I'm currently wearing.
Alice,
is
do
in
you have
perfect
anything
condition.
to help one sleep? Because I get a feeling we're doing a lot of shopping and I don't care for that.
I've got some. I can make a sleeping tonic.
Sure.
You make
I'll
it
take
very strong so we don't wake up for a little while.
Might as well just drink alcohol.
Okay. I'm gonna say 2 regenerations and none of the healing. Because we
I
have
want,
we only have
one healing. I want 1 healing potion.
okay, we'll take 1 healing, so it's 250 in total.
There you go.
Mm.
Okay. She takes
I'm not
out.
joking about the sleep tonic.
No, it's 260 because of the. I don't show
No,
the
it's
vials.
250 because it's 20 for the vials,
250.
30 for the petals, 160 for the regeneration potion, and 40 for the normal potion. So
Yep.
we'll make it 250. Bulk buyer's discount. 250.
That's 575.
Away from that. I
Yeah,
can
we're
make.
down to 575.
I might be able to make a sleeping tonic, but it's going to take me a little while. I don't have any pre-made.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Perfect.
I've never made one actually. So come back tomorrow, and I'll make up a test, and I'll let you know how much it is. Probably it
Can I
won't
just
be a
say
lot.
Branos has a bit of a look about him. He's got like a glint in his eye. I saw that.
Unconsciousness, yes.
And Ranos invents for Hypno. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take me a bit of time to get this all set up. But if you come back tomorrow, I should have everything prepared for you. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else that I can help you with?
No, I think we're done.
Okay. Well,
Just your
I'm
lovely smile.
gonna go get this stuff done. By the way, I met that Carius chap a few days ago. He's a bit strange, isn't he?
Yes,
I thought
He
you two
is.
were going very well.
but lovely. He's super lovely.
Yeah. That's one word for
Just have
it.
to get past the awkward bits.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I say someone's lovely, that means someone's lovely. Like, so you're lovely,
Oh,
and
thank
Garius
you.
is lovely.
I'll take your word for it. Yeah.
I hate
Spend a
pretty
bit of
much
time
everybody,
together.
but
You
you're
never know.
lovely and he's lovely.
You might like him, Alice.
I'll think about it. You guys seem to know what you're talking about.
She probably found the tent
With
for
it
it.
for a while.
I just want to see the awkward roleplay between like Nathan and Charles as they chat this through.
It's going to be purely an off-screen. By the way, this happened. Okay. I need to go and get to work. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. And she totters off into the back.
Okay.
And you hear a bye
Bye.
as she disappears.
Yeah. Gonna go out on the street.
Okay, so potions are set up, ready to go. Your armor is being crafted. You've got your comm badges.
Gotta wait around.
You're running out of money. Where to?
I've got 5 minutes left.
Free beer.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my poison.
I've got 3 potions I want to make as well.
Okay, so Johanna, you go away and make your. Have you got enough stacks for that?
Yes, I do. I have 5 now.
Okay,
Because
I found a lot, didn't I?
you got some good rolls, yeah.
So I'm going to
Um,
make 3.
Okay, Skaith, roll me some nature checks.
Oh.
Or no, sorry, make it medicine checks for poison.
Oh, do I get to add my proficiency because I have proficiency with poison?
Yeah.
Poison kit.
Well, so, okay, just make me a dex check and add your proficiency bonus to it. So which is probably going to be a +5 for you, I think. Okay, make me 3. So I need another 2.
Okay. Oh crap!
Okay,
Natural 1.
you make some poisons. You make up your poisons. I'll get you a stat block for the poisons later on,
Cool.
and stuff like that. So you sit down, you make your poisons. Johanna, you do your potions. Should we just? Is there anything else you guys want to do in town, or should we just fast forward this?
We drink until the
Nope,
next
Yeah,
fast
fast
forward.
forward.
Okay. You go to the pub and just down 17 shots, and pass out. Wake up in the morning.
Is he sleeping tonic?
Yeah, sleeping tonic. We
Oh,
don't
yeah,
need
actually-
sleeping tonic. We have vodka.
Before the morning, I'd like to ask Ranos a question. I'd like to ask Ranos why he's with us. What did he come on this adventure for?
Yes.
What
Be
do you-
gone, you.
Why are you even here? Go away.
You're so much
Well,
older than
like
us,
as in
but
like we're in conversation, obviously. I'd like to
RP,
Yeah.
RP.
I'd like to know Ranos' reasons for staying with us.
It's actually a good question. I'm mainly here because I ran out of money. And
Well, they're not helping you with this, mate. They're
No,
spending
but
it more than quicker than they're earning.
I've been searching for something for a few years now, and that cost me all I have. And now that we've gotten a clue as to what I might be looking for. I didn't really believe in divination before, but this seems to be legitimate, so I'm going with it now.
Fair enough. I know why Scape's here. I kind of know why Nira's here.
Library. I'm
yeah.
excited for that library.
You know, I knew why Johanna was here.
You hired me.
Yeah,
She's come to
Wes
set people on
hired all of us.
fire.
Well,
That's
I mean, I
something
knew
I've
why
heard
she
for a
didn't
while.
bog off after the hiring ended.
I don't know why. I've
Even
not
though we
bothered
tried.
off.
I'm
You
looking
realize
for
we really need your help to stay alive.
I'm looking for a
I
murderer.
just don't want to go.
A murderer.
Yeah.
The conversation turns serious.
I can,
Is it escape?
I can see you. Yeah, I can see you thinking behind
He's,
that. Fairness. Did they murder anyone in particular?
Yeah. I don't know who or what it was, but it killed my father. So. And it's been some time. It's been like 15 years now, and no real clue up until now.
You have clues.
That's why I've been spending so much time with the College of Law, learning about whatever I can to maybe get a hint.
Okay.
Travel the lands, see what I can learn.
To
That's
be honest
what
with
I'm
you,
here.
can't really see a better reason to be looking for someone. To be honest with you, so
Yeah.
I'm happy to help.
I'd
whenever
rather
I can.
be in Skaith's position than my own, but I
Yeah.
don't get to choose, do we?
No.
No.
It's, do you know why he was murdered?
Is there a why?
Probably because of what we did in Atkatla.
Okay.
We're working for the government, and I guess when our names do get out, people tend to get pissed off with us. We're in the business of getting money back from collecting debts, basically. So
Fair
I think
enough.
that might be an angle.
It led to more shady business, did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see about that in the
Good.
future.
Well, like I said, you know, I can kind of see why you don't have a much better reason for looking for someone than that. So I'm happy to lend a hand when the time comes.
Thank you. It's much appreciated.
There's a few of us, we kind of know what it is to lose someone. And if we help, we'll help you find them. And then we will murder them a lot.
A lot.
Thank you.
Fire.
I high five Johanna to
No.
that.
I actually don't know what I would do if I find them. I think I'll learn that in the coming times.
Well, we'll be here for you. And you... Yeah.
Anyway, we have some
Anyway,
armor to
beer.
collect, I
That's
think.
drinks.
Yep. Danny, you really shouldn't do this like too much.
Moving on.
I give him an awkward hug because that's what I do.
Sorry, what?
And then go drink. And
Okay.
make sure he has drink. We all drink.
Anyway, so everyone drinks up in the morning after Ranos's lovely revelation. And you wake up in the morning, not that hungover, a little bit hungover.
We're used to it.
Yeah, Jomp is slowly building up a tolerance to alcohol. However, every time he wakes up and gets blackout drunk, he generally forgets most of the Elvish that he learnt that day. So don't
He's now
take...
got.
That's a good day too.
I like the fact that as time goes on, he's now beginning to forget how many beers he's actually had.
No, you just can't count. It's different. It's a case of strangely he's learnt the words for another, beer please, and things like that. But you didn't teach him these. He just instinctually knows them. Okay, so fast forward to the morning. You wake up bright and early. The sun is shining. The
Weather's sweet.
It's clean.
The weather is lovely. It's a lovely sunny day. As you walk outside, the kind of the light God, that burned. Give me some coffee.
In a
Type.
game called Darkness Over, I don't think this is going very well.
Yeah. Anyway, where to?
Armor.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head on to over to Arlen's, and you can see the door is still shut, the same as it was left before. But you can't hear the ringing from inside.
No.
Yeah.
She
Really
scares me.
loudly.
We won't walk in.
But it's locked anyway.
Learns.
So you knock on the door. No response.
Is it open?
It's if you kind of push against it, it seems locked.
But we do
Danny,
hear
can you
sounds
open
from inside.
Scaife, can you open it?
If you listen against the door, you can hear a light snoring.
What time is it right now?
Probably about 8-9 a.m.
We should probably come back later.
Yeah, she's a dwarf. She was probably drunk.
Sends the piss out elf.
And if she,
As you
she
say
said
that,
she'll be
you just hear open the door. Fucking what?
I just knew that insulting you would get you here. That's fine.
Open the door. Fuck it, just come in.
Morning, princess.
Oh.
As you go in, you can see she's wearing the same like apron and gear that she was wearing yesterday. Big bags under her eyes. She kind of yawns and stretches. Oh, your stuff's done. It's on the wall over there. And as you look over the wall, you can see 3 sets of armour. One immaculate-looking thick adamantine breastplate with engravings. The edges are embroidered with bits of gold, and swirly patterns. It looks very fancy actually. Leather straps holding it all together, but it's a very pretty piece of armour. And you can
wow, Arlen. You really outdid yourself again.
It's what I do. And you see again next to it 2 of the chitin plates that have been kind of moulded and shaped a little bit into a similar type. Very nice armour. Again, similar inlaid with gold, filigree and patterns adorning the edges. The centre place of the breastplate actually blank and empty. But there's no like engraving in the centre of it. Kind of looks like it's been left for something that could be added onto it later. Alright, your stuff's ready, and I can't believe I'm saying this. There were some scraps left over, and she reaches under and she pulls it. It almost looks like a harness with several bits of adamantine shavings and chips of the thing. Kind of, it doesn't look amazing. It doesn't look like the breastplate does. This is something that's quite clearly cobbled together from scraps. Because,
As long as it works.
and
It's fine, he's a barbarian.
just take it. Oh god. Alright, your stuff's up there.
How much do we owe you?
I guess, remember, like I said,
No favor.
favour,
I think Adrian was
spreading the name. Oh
closing
god,
bathroom.
weird. I'm going to the pub. Don't say anything, as she points at Theo. Stuff's there. Don't... Actually, no, fuck it, I'm waiting here. I ain't leaving you in me shop. Points at Scaife. Just take your stuff and fuck off, will you? Fucking hell.
Can I get changed here?
If you must.
I'm getting changed already. That's just what I do.
Halfway through this, just it's changing armor.
Yeah. Halfway through this conversation, I got excited and I started changing.
Okay, so statistics-wise, Johanna, I'll add these onto your sheet for you later. You gain 1 mastercrafted adamantine breastplate and 2 mastercrafted adamantine chitin breastplate light armor type things. And the statistics, so you have to do these manually because obviously they don't exist in the compendium. But for those of you who wear light armor, they have a base. The base AC is 13. It's a base AC of 13 plus your dex. So that's a 12 plus 1 for the Mastercraft. 12 plus 1 for Mastercraft. And you add your dex modifier onto that as well. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So but it's statistically it functions like +1 studded leather armor. But it also makes you immune to critical strikes.
Yes.
Sick.
And in terms of
the chitin ones as well.
that's the chitin ones.
Yeah.
So that's for Thero and Ranos. You get if you want to put it onto your sheet, technically you can just add +1 studded leather and it will work. Statistics wise, but again also immune to crits. And for Johanna's one, it functions as a standard +1 breastplate, which is a base AC of 14, I believe. Let's check. Breastplate is a 14 +2 for the dex, +1 for the +1, so that will give you 17. And then you get a +1 shield as well. For the adamantine
That
plate.
brings
Oh, I
you
forgot
to
about
a total of 20, does it?
without the cloak of protection. Yeah, I believe.
Then-
So Johanna goes up
So that
to.
would get me to 21.
Let's check. So base AC of 14 +1 is 15 +2 Dex is 17 +3 for the shield is 20 plus the cloak 21 AC.
I would say
Proper
that
tank.
That's what you'd expect from a fighter of this level
Yes.
with magic armor. And it's also in terms of those of you with the adamantine armor, it is again, like I said, it's +1, but it does not count as magical. Okay, so it has additional properties as like I said, it's the hardest metal in the world, but it does not count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistances and things like that. But
Because we didn't enchant it.
if you had something like the ooze, probably would have a much harder time doing any damage against it, for example. So it's more resilient than
What the hell is that?
someone's apparently
That's the
farting.
ooze.
That's the ooze coming back. Charles, it's the Revenant. He's back.
Please stop
Somebody
that.
doing that on purpose.
Okay.
So my mic's up here. If I was doing that, you could definitely see me doing it. Where's my mic?
I'm
Oh,
blaming
no, that's
I'm blaming Natasha.
Yeah, she's the only one we can't see.
You're the only one we can't see. So,
Stealth trolling.
it doesn't work when you're the only one doing it. Anyway, so yeah, they're more resilient than your standard armor, but it's not indestructible.
Isn't Johanna's immune to crit as well?
Yes, so all three of you are. I'm going to really regret this later on. All three of you are immune
Yeah,
to
you are.
critical strikes.
It's only them though, so you can still hit us with the crits.
Yeah.
You can kill everybody else.
Oh, Bodger's immune.
It's not
as
like
well.
you need
and
crits to kill
and
me,
Bodger
really.
gets his base AC increased.
It's armor.
Because what was his AC to start with? He was an AC of 14. He's now at an AC of 16. And
Good lord, the badger has more AC than I do.
nice.
has disadvantage on stealth rolls now though, because of the scale
That's
now.
fine.
Yeah,
Um,
He
but
doesn't
say
need
it-
to stealth.
and
He's
is
bad.
immune to critical strikes. Bloody badger.
Amazing.
So who I thought Nera got the cloak of protection.
I think it went to Johanna in the end.
Yeah. Now that she has that fancy armor though, could I get that cloak?
Yeah, I
Maybe.
think if you're
something.
if you're 14,
I'm
then
at
you should
13.
definitely get it. Oh,
I'd be
then
down to
yeah,
20.
you
I'm
should.
only 20. I'm 21 with the cloak, 20 without it.
I know.
I say
But
The cloak. Remember, these things aren't permanent, so if you find there's a problem like that, you can swap stuff around.
That's why I was asking
Ooh.
if I could have the cloak now that she has the fancy armor.
yeah, I say Nera gets
Fine.
the cloak then.
Like I say, it's not like
I-
you've not
I
had a
don't-
lot of toys recently, Johanna. Gauntlets of Ogre Power, cloak, adamantine armor, adamantine shield, a pet badger. I mean, you're being
You
spoiled.
know, is the cloak in the compendium?
It should.
Uh,
Yes, the
it-
cloak should be in the compendium. Yes.
Yeah. And it's somewhere on a person thing. So
It's
yeah.
also in the. There is the descriptions in the loot area as well, but you can just use the.
besides, if you're wearing the cloak, it covers up the branding you're meant to be promoting.
Well,
yeah.
let's you haven't all noticed
think there's actual
in the
branding.
back of. If only Skaith had some armor made, I probably would have put some in there. Engraved
Big
"Kick
butts on
me"
the
in
armor.
dwarven runes on the back. Okay, so you now have your armour. You put your armour on. Arlen tells you to fuck off and get out of her shop. She locks up and she's like, "All right, you guys owe me a pint at some point, but I'm going to the pub." And she wanders off to the pub.
I will buy you a drink any day.
Fuck off. And she wanders. She kind of just kind of drags her feet off towards the tavern.
So we're all
Actually, I
okay.
want some wire. I want some wire if I can.
Um,
Can I just grab some wire?
Wire is not a standard item in medieval worlds.
no, what wire are you looking for? Like copper wire or?
Yeah, I just wanted to twist it into like a jewelry shape thing.
For argument's sake, you can have a little bit of copper wire.
Okay.
We just say you
Just
got
take
some
that
from a
home.
shop. For argument's sake, you got some from the mining shop. Because I don't think we can extend this shopping trip anymore.
That's fine. Cool. That's fine. I'm just gonna because
Something to see,
I'm
Alice.
simplifying
Yeah.
I'm slowly taking the crossbow
magical
out of my mouth.
items.
Okay, so heading off to Alice's.
Yeah.
Back in it goes.
You can go to the pub. But
You
you
head
don't
off to
have come with
Alice's.
us if you hate it.
As you head
Yeah,
into
you're right.
You can sit
I'll
and drink
keep
with
Arlen
Arlen.
company.
Are you going to the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll come back to you. The rest of you head off. Is anyone else going to the tavern?
But, I mean, where's everyone going?
So currently everyone's going to Alice's shop, apart from Ranos, who can't be fucked, and is going to the tavern.
I want to
Oh,
go to
Brandon,
the
don't you
tavern.
need to get your sleeping potion?
Yeah, just grab it for me, please.
I'll go hang with Branos.
Okay.
I'll keep the old
Me-
man company.
me too.
He'll fall asleep
I'll
otherwise.
grab that potion for you.
So half and half, splitting the party. Okay, we'll do Alice's
Katie, could you
first.
please grab that potion for me?
Yeah, I get it.
Mira, sorry.
Okay, so three of you. So Nira, Johanna, and Skaith heading off towards
And
the and Bodger. Clang, 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 as he walks down. Bloody armoured badger. Heads towards Alice's. You open the shop.
You've created a mini furry pike.
If only we need healing. Okay, when you're done with the gauntlets of strength, put them on Bodger. Gotta be scary. Give all of your magic items to Bodger and just send him then into a dungeon and collect the loot afterwards.
Pimp my badger.
Well, God, I've created a Pokemon. Anyway,
I can just imagine him with the cloak as well, just running.
cloak of protection. You've got gauntlets of strength. You've got the braces on as well. Sorry, he's got an AC of 27, a strength of 22, and just knocking everyone out as he walks down.
Carriers to make you a Pokeball.
Yeah. See how that goes. So you head to Alice's shop. When you get in, Alice isn't behind the counter. So the shop is currently empty.
Alice?
Walk up and knock on the counter.
Hello?
The bell.
Oh, one sec. You see, he kind of totters out from the back room, wiping a bit of drool. Oh, hi guys. Oh, what time is it? It's early. Is it late? I've slept in. Your potion's ready? Yeah. And just wanders off out the back. Brings back a little sack. Here you go. You've got here's your stuff. Oh,
Thank you.
morning. Oh,
Thank you.
and I've got that sleeping tonic for you. For the strange.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay,
Yep,
there you
I'll take
go.
it. Thank you. Yep.
Sorry,
It's alright,
not a
darling.
lot of sleep.
Some people
Uh,
don't.
Anything else?
What colour is
sleep-
that potion?
Purple.
The sleeping person? Purple.
Sorry? Sleeping potion is purple. The regeneration ones are like a dark, deep red. Darker than a healing potion, so you can't tell the difference. He goes, okay, tell him the potions on the house. I'm going back to bed.
That you get some
Don't do anything silly or dangerous. Come back. Oh,
No
Bye.
promises.
And she's kind of like one half swans up the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, we've lost Tom.
I can see him.
No, the voice.
Oh, on.
Oh, okay. My Skype's broken. I can't actually do anything without killing it.
And he's back.
Okay then. Yeah, my Skype's kind of in a half broken state. I can try and fix it, but I have to close it to fix it. So, but it's working at the moment. So I'm like, I'm not touching it.
I'm having trouble adding this cloak to my sheet.
I'll look at it later with you.
Yeah.
Just after the session, if that's all right. Okay, so those of you who head into the tavern, you can see Arlen half slumped over the bar, mug of ale,
Already drunk.
half drinking it. She kind of half turns. You hears the door open, and you hear, "Please, no." Turns it off. Oh, it's not that bad.
At least it's not the road.
And she doesn't say anything to you, just keeps drinking. Ogroth barking. Hello, my friends. Come in, come in. Here for a drink, breakfast, maybe? Jacob, you're a bit.
We didn't have breakfast?
Okay, you had breakfast. Do you want some
I
snacks?
was going to say, if we
Drink?
didn't have breakfast, I'm having breakfast.
You've had breakfast.
Yeah, but what about second breakfast?
Would you like a second breakfast?
You're an
No
elf, not a
lunch.
hobbit.
Do you want some drinks?
Case of Peter.
Oh, just a coffee, please, and a big one for our friend Arlen here.
If you
Just
say
drink it.
so. Arlen just gives you a thumbs up. Just keeps drinking. He gives you a comment. So,
I
Yes,
was
it would be.
I was actually wondering if you had gotten any letters addressed to me.
oh, not yet, unfortunately, laddie. But I can say if
Not.
nothing's come back yet.
Okay.
Are you going to be in the area for long?
Well, we're traveling north up towards Corvin.
Well, if you
So
don't,
if that counts as the area.
yeah, it's not too far from me. If something comes in, I'll forward it up to it for you. All right.
Yeah, that would be great.
Awesome.
Address?
Thank you.
That's all right. That's all right. So he pours you a couple of drinks, a couple of coffees, and stuff like that. The rest of you sit down. Arlen's kind of sat there, half slumped over the bar, almost. It's like,
Can I just say, just before John drinks his coffee, I'm going to put my hand over it and say, have you ever drank coffee before, John?
No. Is it not
fun.
just hot, dirty water?
No.
It
At,
is,
like, ever.
but it's addicting, so watch out.
I don't drink the coffee.
after a few minutes, is there something wrong with your coffee boy?
I
Not
prefer
your
beer,
liking? I
actually.
Oh, fine. He pours you an ale. Here you go, lad.
Yeah.
Be careful, you are driving the cart later.
I'll be up there with him. It'll be fine.
He looks like he can handle himself. It'll be fine. He gives you a big pat on the shoulder with a massive Goliath hand, which is pretty much the size of your torso. Just go, oof. And you kind of almost fall off the stool, but you're all right. Is there anything else you guys in the bar want to do before we rejoin? Is there any conversations anyone you want to talk to? Okay, so after it doesn't take long. The rest of the group find you in the tavern.
And Ranos' potion.
Ranos, you gain your sleeping
Again,
tonic.
that.
It's a
from
very
Mira.
small vial, almost
Yeah.
like a shot of this dark purpley liquid. You feel a bit lightheaded even sniffing it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, what would you like to do? Is there anything? So you've got all the stuff in town. Would you like to do anything else around here, or would you like to depart again?
Heading home.
I think I'm done in time.
Okay,
To Corvin we go.
to Corvin we will go. To Corvin we will go.
Unbelievable.
I help Mario to Corvin.
On the travels, I'm going to lean to Ranos and say, right, I'm going to take your lead here because I kind of grew up in a forest.
Oh,
Never
did
really
you?
been in a castle.
I haven't been this far north ever, but
I've been this
I'm a
far
city
north,
person,
just not in a castle.
but I'm a city dweller, so if that's what you mean, I'm
Pretty much.
good.
Castles are full of shiny things. I've got things again.
Loot!
I can help tell you what to expect as long as you don't expect me to talk to people. I'm not talking to them.
Okay, so again, we'll do our lovely fast travel bit. And you'll head up. So it takes you about...
Elvish.
You keep continue teaching your Elvish. Okay.
Trying. I'm trying. Okay, we're trying.
John, make
Roger and I are going to
me
spend
2
half an
intelligence
hour
checks.
lifting things.
Not bad. You're definitely getting there. Another few weeks of this, and you might actually be able to speak Elvish. Okay, so
Is everyone now aware of Zoidberg?
Yeah, I'm like monitoring him. Like, is it getting any bigger? Same
you open your
size?
one day, you open up your utility pouch, and Zizi's not in there.
Is there a hole in the bottom?
No, it just seems to have got out somehow.
Is
Now,
he?
just for okay, refresh my memory.
Is he?
Did you get some of the magic arrows?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You
Yeah.
got some, okay, carry on. Sorry, I just wanted to confirm. I thought you did.
Is he?
Would you like to make an investigation check to look for it?
Yeah.
Make an investigation
Nice
check.
stuff.
It's made a den.
The rest, you kind of search around. You spend a good 20 minutes looking around, like lifting things up and looking under bits and bobs. The rest of you can see Skaith darting around the caravan, like looking around, lifting bits up.
Can we help you with something?
Lifts near his
Scave?
tail, looks underneath, has a look around, and after a while,
Pretty good at lifting, bro.
you hear a little sound from the bottom of your quiver.
I like take it off and just look in.
So you look down at the bottom, and you can see Zizi just nibbling on the side of one of the magic arrows. Half of the arrowhead's gone. Just num, 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 num.
I like take him out.
He kind of like
And this-
grips onto the bottom of the quiver like no. You have to give him a bit of a tug, and he pops out into your hand. Now, the rest of you see Skaith, after darting around in the cart for a few minutes, for about 15-20 minutes, pulls out this small. You see him pull something out of the quiver. He's kind of got his hand half closed, so you can't quite see what it is. But you can definitely see he's pulled something out of his quiver.
Can I just say, does it recognise that I'm wearing its mother?
Let's see what happens if it ever gets close enough to you. Mama, it starts suckling on you.
Pinch the nipples.
I just go. I let him chew the half chew one. I just go bold.
Kind of looks up
But
at
I
you.
I can't say mad at you. And it,
The rest of you, are you doing anything in reaction to this?
I'm gonna go Scaife. You're not supposed to talk to your penis like that, you know.
Yeah. I'm the only one who knows what's going on, so I'm going to get up and I'm just going to just drag him. Like, just take
You're
him
all
by
in the
the
back of the
scruff and
cart
just
right
drag
now,
him.
so you can.
I'm dragging him out of the cart. We're getting out of the cart. I'm going to walk behind it. Where the
Can we tell what's going on or what it was that he brought out?
Make me a perception check.
Skate? What's going on?
yeah.
What did it do?
He's sort of at
You
My
saw
arrow.
a small. From what you could see when he pulled it out and kind of looking and talking to it, you did see like a small baby jewel in his hand. So you saw what it was.
I'm gonna lean over to Ranos and go, did you see that, by the way?
See what?
Like, quietly.
I'm going to get with your stupidly high passive perception. Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah, of course I saw
Renos
it.
sees all.
Ranos just saw the bird that killed the rabbit 17 miles to the south. Yes, so
Yeah.
Ranos saw it,
That-
Theo saw it.
That was a little troll, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe we should have a word with him about that.
I think so.
Deal with this creaturescape. If it's eating magical items, what's going to eat next? We need them.
Yeah, but like, I'll just give arrows back, so I won't hold anything magical. Be okay.
If it goes into actual magical things, but what if it tries to eat Bodger? What if it tries to eat any of his stuff? This is not good.
I was personally
We're giving Nathan ideas here.
Bug.
Carry on, carry on.
I could,
Watch them
I
doing
could,
a bug
I
that
could,
gets
I
anywhere
could
near me.
put him on a, I could put him on a leash.
That would be good.
I could tie him with string to myself, so I know if he breaks off. That could work.
Yeah.
What is it?
You can try. And in answer to your original question, Danny, no, it doesn't seem to have gained. It doesn't seem to have gotten any bigger since you first hatched
Cool.
it.
Yeah. Know what? I'm just gonna put him back into his pouch. Gonna put it back in the pouch, close it over.
So as you go to put it down, you can see Zizi reaching out towards Johanna.
I'm backing up.
This thing's only like this big. It's tiny. It's like it fits in a hand type thing, but you can see it's quite little pincers going off towards Johanna's gauntlets. Nom, nom.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to, and I'll just
Muzzle it.
put a rash in there, close it over, and use my rope to sort of just tie it shut.
Okay.
But not that I can't breathe. Still has like air holes.
Okay.
Don't want to suffocate it.
Sure. Scathe, you have become relatively dear-ish to me.
Relatively
Bit
dead.
of-
I
If
think
that
that's
thing
as
causes
much of a
trouble-
Me and John were just having a
compliment
vocabulary lesson up front.
No, that's not how. No, El Ruhu. No, not that way. Ah. Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Electronic.
Look, at the moment, that's a very big compliment from her.
But
Okay.
did you not see how? Did you not see how cute he is?
Oh.
Everyone has a type, I guess.
At this point, I poke my head out of the back of the wagon. Are they still nearby?
So I think they're still
Walking
just
behind?
walking behind the caravan,
Yeah.
the wagon at the moment,
Yeah.
cart, whatever.
Scathe? Is that what I
Yeah?
think it is?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's
He's
cool.
called. He's called Zoidberg, very famous doctor.
Ah, I see. Would you mind coming inside and we can have a little chat about this?
No,
If it's causing issues, I'm going to kill it.
Great.
So it's.
talk later. Good talk.
I'm going to push him into the cart again. I'm stronger than he is now.
just pick him up and just into the cart. So everyone's now back in the back of the cart.
So you have a tiny jewel in your pocket?
Okay, I open it up and bring him out.
He's not just pleased to see you.
TMI.
So yeah, he sort of has. He likes to taste of magical things, which
And
Oh,
I'm
really?
going to go away.
I don't think keeping this thing alive, let alone around, is probably a good idea, to be honest.
That's true.
That's my opinion.
I mean, I'm wearing its mother. You know?
Me too, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Mama.
I think as a semi-intelligent creature, when it gets older and realizes what's going on, might not be the most pleased.
Yeah, but like by that stage, I'm hoping he's so attached to me that he just kills the rest of you and I'm fine.
But you killed the mother.
Right.
No, I.
Actually, I did. Shut up.
We'll blame it on him. It's fine.
From a purely physical perspective, it actually committed suicide.
True. Tragic, isn't it?
But
You are you attached to your little friend?
he's my best bud.
Yeah.
Best.
So you would be
only.
opposed to us doing anything bad to him, I
You
guess.
you attack him. You attack him. You attack me.
Oh, all right. Okay, it seems like we don't really have a choice in the matter.
Kill Skaith.
Can we at least get a muzzle for it?
Yeah.
I've
They're like
told
rubber
Skate to
bands around
keep
his
an eye on
claws.
it, and I've told Skate there are
Look at
zero
So,
warnings.
but we can't. I guess you could keep him, but he can't be going around eating our
Yeah,
stuff.
watch him. You gotta constantly watch him.
I give
Auras,
the
more
magic.
importantly.
I give the magic arrows. I take them out. I was like, here, Tara, you can have
You,
them.
you see as you
You
do
won't
that, his
need
claw
any
his
more.
pinch is like trying to reach them. But can't.
He's that hungry.
So how many did
Likes
he
the magic.
eat?
You only ate one.
Okay, so
One
I give
complete magic arrow.
13.
Broken?
I give 13 magic arrows to Thero.
But this is the one he nibbled on broken?
The one he nibbled on is like half of the actual arrowhead itself has been nibbled away.
I give him the rest of that arrowhead to chew on in the meantime.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, that'll give him.
All right, but keep a close watch on him.
He comes anywhere near Mountain Magic, I'm all,
This is your only warning. If it goes after anything that's actually important, I am going to squash it.
You are not the first girl to say this is a final warning to me.
That doesn't shock me.
I don't see how you're alive.
You're lucky enough that I'm
I
giving you a
just-
warning, Skate.
I sit out on front with Yomp, who's driving the car, and just have him sleeping
I
on
was
my
there too.
shoulder. Yeah,
Yomp
sleeping on
with
my
Dukes on
shoulder.
sword.
The opposite side of him.
Everyone has something magical. You can't hang out with us.
Baby ZZ, after eating the remainder of the magic arrow, curls up and falls asleep on your shoulder. Drooling slightly, and
You
you
got
get,
it on a leash,
you get
right?
that tingling sensation of numbness in your shoulder. As it
You got-
drools.
Put it on a leash,
At this age,
If we need
at this
Novocaine,
age, it's a comforting feeling.
Oh god.
I think it's strong enough to actually paralyze you.
There is a positive out of this, which I'll tell you later. Which is, I just had a thought. Anyway. Okay, so apart from that, everyone, you
Sit
know.
at the very other end and cuddle Bodger's statue. He's not going
Can
anywhere.
I ask a DM question? All right, it's a bit academic, but this thing likes magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you drink a potion?
I don't know.
Or if someone casts like an enhancement spell on them.
Just starts nibbling on your ankle. Nom, 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 nom.
Enhance your little friend.
Anyway, so you guys travel for 2 days roughly northward, and you do reach that crossroads type or turning in the road where you originally diverted off towards Bukov.
Just wave at Bukov as he goes by.
Bye Bukov, and but at this point you probably it's about. Yeah, okay. pass the Bukov checkpoint and continue heading north. You don't get very far until it's and then it gets dark. So you pass the Bukov checkpoint probably quite late in the day, about 6, 7 o'clock at night. So you don't get much further until it's time to camp. Okay.
By the way,
How long have we been travelling this?
About 2 days. Yes, Danny?
About 2 days.
by the way, I did think of a way to open the letter without breaking the seal.
Let's not do that. I'm not doing that.
Please,
Because
just
we-
not do that.
We could use a knife to cut along the top, not the seal, eat the seal, cut along the top, bring out the letter, read it, put back in, and you can use mending, which fixes any tear, and that will fix a tear along the top.
But you can tell when something's been mended, though. It's not perfect.
Do we?
What letter is
Okay.
this?
This is the letter that Fergus gave. It's basically the IOU letter that they wrote the Baron.
One that I have,
That
and you're not getting your hands on it.
that Nero has. Okay, so you
Good
head.
thinking, though.
No. Nobles notice things, and they're assholes when they get
They would
gypped.
notice. They would notice.
Nobles are useless assholes,
It's when
and
you,
they will notice, and they will kill us. Oh, I just.
You do, however, notice me trying to hold it up, like, between me and the fire.
like, trying to see through it.
I'm trying, but I'm not gonna.
No. It's a nice thick envelope, unfortunately. Good quality
Yeah.
paper.
Somebody using spray paint?
No, I'm just waiting for Danny to finish his treats.
Sorry.
You carry on. Don't worry. Not like you're interrupting or anything.
At least I mute myself when I'm eating.
I can't eat.
Always.
It's not fair.
Always.
Okay, so morning rises around your campsite, and you start heading north again. Again, it's quite a nice sunny day, actually. It's quite warm. Like I said, I think we mentioned in the last one. It's probably about late summertime at this around this time of year, actually. So you guys continue heading north towards Corvin Castle. After about 3 or 4 hours of travel, you start to notice changes in the scenery around you. Diro, Ranos, and John, you kind of notice this a bit sooner, but it doesn't take long for everyone else to pick up. You can start to see there have been trees and bushes that dot the area around you, and most of these have been lively, birds singing in them, full of leaves and fruits and things like that. But as you over the course of about half an hour, you start looking around, and some of these, not all, some of the trees seem to be missing leaves. The flapping of birds doesn't quite reach your ears in the same way that you'd expect it to do in this kind of area. As you travel further north, you look up, and around the sky, it's almost like a strange overcast storm cloud type environment has started to roll over the skies above you. It's in the course of only really a couple of minutes, really, as you move forwards, you go from this vibrant, bright, warm, summery day to being what almost looks like a very heavy overcast, almost like a tropical storm, but with no rain, no lightning. Just very thick, dark clouds covering the sky above you. As you move forward into the darkened area, the warm, summery glow that you once felt seems to start to dissipate. It's not chilly, it's not cold, but it's definitely not as warm as it was before. So, as you progress further and further towards court, you can just see a pinprick in the distance from where you are, which looks like it might be the castle town. The further you go, the more of these dotted and dead pieces of plant life you start to notice. Again, you start to see trees completely stripped.
Can I notice any reason why?
So normally you have seen this kind of thing. Almost in autumn time, you see leaves falling. Obviously you know these kinds of things. Sometimes plants get ill, but we can go and inspect one if you want. Actually,
Yeah, can I go inspect one?
yeah. So
I go along with him.
yeah, sure. So you stop the cart, and there's a tree not more than 50, 60 meters away from you. You wander up to it, and you can see.
Are we in a forest now?
No. You're still on the road. There is
Still on the road.
Lurkwood Forest far to your east, probably about 300 meters away. So it's quite a distance away. There's still some dotted trees and plant life.
Okay.
But as you go up and have a look at this tree, and its bark is brittle and dry, darkened even. And so normally trees nice and brown, nice and lovely. This tree, its bark is dark, it's brittle. There are long cracks down it. The the branches seem barren, no leaves. And normally, if it was like autumn leaves falling, you'd expect to see some leaves or something on the ground. The ground seems pretty barren and dry as well. There's still some grass growing around, but you don't see any hint of like leaves or anything like that. No nests up in the tree. It seems like this is either it seems to have dried out and died in some way.
Can I tell if the cause is natural or magical?
Make me a nature check. Nothing's come up on mine. There it goes.
Oh, right there.
So you kind of look around the tree. You've never seen this before. You've seen trees die, being damaged and having bits stripped off of them, or being poisoned for whatever reason. But you've never. This is not something you've come across before. You don't sense any magic around it or anything like that, but you're not sure if it's that natural either.
Can I do a nature check as well?
Yeah, sure.
Or Arcana. Potentially magic.
It's a tree around us.
Damn it!
You know this tree isn't very healthy. And nearer, you have a look around it. You haven't really seen anything like this before either.
That wasn't me rolling.
Oh, sorry, that was Ranos.
I was doing Arcana check. I really think it's that important, but
No, you don't sense. Again, same kind of thing, Ranos. You don't really notice much about it. You haven't come across
I'm
this.
from the
really.
city.
You don't sense magic. You just think it's a dead tree. What of it?
it'd be just a lack of sunlight from the constant cloud cover.
It could be along those lines as well. So you're not quite sure what's
Can I
going
do a
on.
perception check?
Anything standing out in
I'm
the
just feeling
vicinity?
really anxious
Say again, Ranos.
or any kind
Is
of.
there anything strange in the vicinity?
You have a look around. The only thing you notice is not something you see or something that's there. It's something that's not there. It's quiet.
Can
Normally
we
you'd
tell where
see
these?
you'd hear the rustling of leaves in the breeze. You'd hear the chirping of birds, squirrels, and darting around. But it's quiet.
Can I do
Oh,
a
it's-
check of any kind?
No wind,
There's-
overcast sky.
There's wind, but there's a breeze. But normally, like I say, you'd hear the whistling through the trees or whistling through leaves. But there aren't any.
Too quiet.
So
Can we tell where this is centered over?
you
The
look
darkness.
up the cloud line. It reaches far to the north. It spreads east. It spreads west. All you know is you can see it in front of you, and you can't see where it ends.
This doesn't seem natural, and I told you there's a good reason why we prepared. This does not seem right. At all.
Maybe the
I'm
quick
inclined to
roll
agree
was going-
with Johanna, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I've
let's
seen
head
dead
back and keep
trees
going.
for
Be on the
many
lookout,
reasons,
guys.
but never look like this.
Okay, so back on the cart and carrying on.
Can I stealth ahead a little bit off the road?
Yeah, sure. Make me a stealth check.
That's a bit of
Do
a.
I'm
we-
going to give him some guidance. I feel like
look out.
just a little bit of guidance.
Okay, so
on
roll
him.
that.
I'll-
Add a
I'll-
d4 to it
I'll
as well.
closely follow.
Okay, Skaith, give me a stealth check as well.
Oh, hang on. I'm having roll 20 issues.
That's alright. You got a 13 anyway.
Do
Me.
I
Oh.
do we or do
I
I
realise it come
detect
up.
any signs
You
of?
also have guidance, so you can roll a
Do we
d4.
notice any signs
Yeah.
of animals or stuff?
Like from where you are, no. Like I said, normally you see flocks of birds in the sky, small mammals darting around, but you don't see
anything like
anything
that.
from where you are. Like I said, it's quiet. You can see foxholes and things and rabbit holes from where creatures were, but you don't see any tracks.
I'm sorry, guidance is guidance D6.
D4.
No,
D4.
D4.
That's fine. Okay, so 17 and 16. Okay, so you guys stealth ahead a little bit. So 60 feet ahead?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so you guys move a little bit. So the cart slows down
Enough
a
so we
little
can
bit.
dash back.
Okay, so the cart slows down a little bit as you guys start walking slowly ahead, just keeping an eye out for anything. Just off. Are you on the road or just off to the side?
Just off to the side. How about I'm just off to the
Yeah.
left, Scape's just off to the right, but we're sort of in vision of each other.
Okay. It's 30 feet apart, ish.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe a little bit over that. Yeah.
Okay. So as you walk forward, you're kind of having a look around. You see, again in the distance, you can see a few of these dotted around. You do notice over. This is quite on the edge of your vision, but you can see Lurkwood Forest. You know Lurkwood from maps that you've previously seen. You can see just over to the far right, to the east, you have Lurkwood Forest. And from what you can see, you can't see the same kind of plant life. The trees, from what you can see greenery over there. It looks okay. Again, you're a good couple of hundred meters away, but from when you look over towards Lurkwood, it looks relatively normal. Yes, you've got the overcast sky. It's a bit dark, but it doesn't look too bad over there.
So the trees look to be alive, and
From what you can see, again, you can see greenery over there. That's pretty much from this distance. You can see there's green life over there, but without going up and looking at it, you probably can't tell much more.
okay, but we don't have to go into Lakewood, so that's fine.
As you carry on going forwards, nothing really changes. The road's as is. The only thing you notice is, in terms of the time of day now, it's probably it's gone midday with the travelling that you've done, and it's probably moving into probably mid-afternoon. And
Can we tell? Sorry, go on.
as I say, you probably can't tell this because of the sun, but no sun. But as you move forward, it's pretty much normal. Would you like to carry on at this stealthy pace for a little bit?
I give up. I tie a rope around DZ and just take him for a walk.
Okay. What are you doing, Theo?
Well, as he's given up, I may as well go back to the cart. So,
Can
I
we,
like
walk
walk
back
in
to the car.
tandem with the cart.
Okay.
can we tell how long the tree's been dead?
It's difficult to tell. Not being an expert on nature and not knowing a lot about trees, you can't tell, unfortunately, Ranos.
Can Theo tell? I asked
I
Theo.
was going to say, could
Tell
I
he's
tell
a nature
when I looked at him?
What was your nature roll? You can tell you can't really tell how long it's been dead for. Unfortunately, could be days. You look at it, and for it to dry out like this, at least probably a good week, maybe longer. It's difficult to tell because it's kind of gone into this dry, brittle state. Which, from what you know of dead trees, I mean, this could happen in a week's time, but it could remain in that state for months at a time. So
Okay.
you can't
I sort of relay that information over to Adrian, over to Reynolds.
So it could be. It's at least a week old. Dead is the only thing you can really tell from this.
Okay.
Hopefully,
Someone in town will have more information on that. Seems kind of strange.
So I'm sorry,
Hopefully
guys.
they know what's going on.
I need to BRB just for 2 seconds because I really need the toilet. I apologise. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. I did really well in the first section, but I can't now. I'll be back in a second.
Nathan is bladder of a 5-year-old boy.
Oh no.
I found what could be a picture of Zoidberg for you.
Ooh, yay! Let's see.
Throw it up, Charles.
Yes.
That's my boy.
I can't see.
It's basically a picture of a crab holding a small, what looks to be a Cadbury's egg.
That's a good shout.
Yeah, I did forget that they did
Should they look like this?
magical items.
Let's see what. Possibly. Yeah, I shall. Just a moment. I shall save that and put that up for you. I just closed the wrong screen.
You just closed roll 20.
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I need to refresh, actually. I've lost everyone.
Sorry.
By
about
the
that.
way, I missed. Did you actually identify that red potion? I had.
Yep.
I was
Yes.
away.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, everyone knows what it is now.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm curious. I love the little old bag. I've lost almost everyone from Roll20. I take it everyone's doing a refresh or something.
Yeah.
I'll wait a second.
Yeah, I've just refreshed.
I do have a question for that. If you know what the potion is, what's the legality of that?
I don't know. I guess you could say that about a lot of things in this game.
It only lasts for an hour.
I
I think if used in combination with Branos's sleep potion.
Tonight on To Catch a Predator.
You can see Alice's shop on an episode of Watchdog.
We're not going to get hurt then, Trevor.
Anyway, okay then.
It
Oh,
could
that's
be.
right.
Sorry, I was just thinking of uses for that potion. It could be quite useful if Lord Corbin isn't very helpful. It could make Johanna very persuasive. Or Nira.
yeah.
Yeah.
Johanna,
Well,
Oh, maybe
Well,
you don't
I
know
don't think it's
how it's
gender
defined.
specific.
Escape could try.
Sad about doing that.
yeah, I could charm both sexes.
But
He's
can
not
you?
fussy. Okay,
is
so
John still wearing a dress?
I think Johanna's charm scores are so low that even the love potion's not really going to help much.
Well, but it's not about your charm, it's about the other person
Yeah.
being charmed.
They're
Yeah.
automatically charmed.
That's going to be even weirder.
Anyway, so you're moving forward. You progress a bit closer towards Corvin. You probably spend another couple of hours travelling at your normal pace, and it starts to get, gets darker. You can't quite tell, but you can kind of see it getting. You can kind of tell based on the amount of time you've been travelling and things that it's starting to get towards evening. Mainly, you can tell the area around you is getting colder. It's getting darker, just through the clouds. But as you're moving, you see, and moving towards Corvin, you can now see lights in the distance from what you assume is Corvin. As you're continuing, this light mist starts to develop, to grow, just around the road, around the surrounding area. It's quite low lying. It's only about a foot or two off the ground at this point, but there's this thin, cloudy mist starts to appear all around you. Doesn't seem to be doing it.
Again, can we
Still
tell if
warm?
this is a natural mist?
It just looks misty and really.
Fog.
Is it getting colder?
It is a bit colder, so it seems to be getting a bit chillier. But yeah, this kind of low mist, starts to coalesce around you.
We used to have fog in Waterdeep. I miss it.
Skaith drops to the ground and you don't see him. You continue travelling for another about an hour, and you can quite see. It's now getting quite dark, and you can see the outskirts of what looks to be Corvin, and you can kind of see, like from the illumination from where you are, and with your pretty decent eyesight, you can see two parts of Corvin. You can see up in the mountains to the west. You can see several specks of light up in the mountainside itself. But you can also see a separate set of illumination down at your level, ground level, ahead of you. As you get a bit closer, you start to make out what looks to be Corvin town. Different to those in the area, Bukov had its palisade fencing, alongside all pretty open. Corvin actually seems to have a outer perimeter wall made of greyish stone surrounding and built into the mountainside itself. You can see heavy wooden gates lit by torchlight in the distance in front of you. You can see a few guards with torches patrolling the tops of the walls, and you can see a few guards milling around outside. From now, you're probably about 200 odd feet away from the actual walled town itself.
Are the gates still open?
The gates are currently, one of them is shut, one of them's open. Like half
Do
open.
gates usually close during the night?
Is it nighttime?
It's getting dark. It's probably like early evening, roughly 5ish. So it's kind of the time that people start to pack up and go.
Okay.
Let's just turn back, guys. Let's just turn back.
This place is obviously evil. Let's leave.
Let's take
Oh,
some
it was
awesome.
evil.
What are your
Let's
thoughts?
just, let's just head into the city.
Yeah, let's go find somewhere to stay.
Yeah.
And gather our thoughts.
Let's see if we can get.
Need the Baron in the morning.
And it'll all be fine.
Everything will be fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so you're heading up towards the gates.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm driving, so I'm.
Driving up. Okay, so you head up towards the gates, and you see a few guards, 2 or 3 guards with torches, step out to meet you. Wearing not full plate, but it looks like it appears to be half plate helmets on. Most of them carrying spears or halberds, or a similar nature of weaponry. You can see a few of the guards up on the patrolling the wall. Most of them seem to be carrying some kind of crossbow. They don't seem to be targeting you or threatening at the moment. Just watching and keeping an eye out. One of the guards approaches you. Takes off his helmet, and you can see a youngish chap, 25, scruffy brown hair.
I give him.
What?
Give him what? Jacob.
My biggest
Get out.
smile.
Oh, you give him a big smile. Okay.
I
Punch
thought
in the
Jacob was
face.
just gonna punch around the guy.
We storm the city and knock out all of the guards. He goes, "Hail!" The guard goes, "Hail, travellers! Welcome to Corvin. May I ask your business in the town?"
We have
Come
news
to
from
collect
Bukov.
the debt, Biko.
Ah, okay. What news, may I ask?
Regarding the mine and its recent closure.
Ah, I was not aware of such things.
Nira, show the.
Yeah, I just hold up the letter with the seal facing it.
He holds his hand out to look at it.
The Lord.
He kind of holds his hand out to you. You hand it over?
Poster.
Sorry?
We
I say,
told
don't
delivery
open
person.
this. Don't open the seal.
He just takes it, looks at the seal like, yes, Fergus's seal. Oh, here you go. Who are you here to see?
The Baroness.
Ah,
It's too late.
fair
Get
enough.
back on.
Is the Baron still unwell?
The Baron has not left his castle for a while. The Baroness will see you though.
What's up with
Probably.
the echo?
Yeah, I'm
This
echoing.
is really
it.
hard if I can't even see your faces.
I can't tell who's echoing.
That's probably a blessing in my case. Don't worry.
Charles? Might it be you again?
It just come back in.
Test.
It has stopped.
There we go. Okay.
No.
Oh, has it stopped? Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fair enough. Well, welcome to this. Welcome to the city, friends. You probably want to take rest in the night. Sorry. Head on over to the Three Horseshoes Tavern. I'm sure they'll have some beds for you for the night. And then I advise heading up to the castle in the morning.
Yeah.
Thinking as well.
Sure.
That sounds
Cheers,
like a
Sounds
good
like a
idea.
great idea.
Fine.
Can I ask what's with the unusual weather?
Bit strange. It's been happening like that for a little while now. I heard the Baroness sent word to where was it? Neverwinter to see if we can get some answers. Not quite sure. Doesn't seem to be causing too many problems though. Bit
No.
dark, bit chilly. But we're made of hardy stuff
What
up
about
here.
the dead? What about the dead trees?
Dead trees?
And they're like, yeah.
To happen.
We noticed alongside following the road up.
I've heard a few tales of these. To be honest, I think Baroness has asked about this as well. But to be honest, I just reckon, no, you get it. No light, trees need light. I think is that how it works. No light, no trees.
Okay.
Weird, but
Has it been like this for long?
about a month, I think.
Hmm.
Dave, how long's
When was
it?
last
How long's
time-
it been dark and horrible? Yeah, about a month. Yeah, about a month now. It doesn't seem to be causing that many problems. The farms down south aren't affected, so we still get our stuff.
And I was hoping. I know he's not very well, but I was hoping to speak to the Baron. How long's he been unwell for?
Not common knowledge, my friend. You have to speak to the Baroness about that. All I know is he's not come out of that castle for a while.
What, about a month?
6 months, maybe more.
Okay.
Baroness has been running things for a while. She's been doing well, bless her. I think the Baron's still running things, but she's kind of like the front man, or woman. But
What about their son?
oh, Gregory.
Yes, he do.
He's
Do
not.
much
No,
now?
he's not here. He left a while ago actually. Went off to be a paladin, headed up towards Mirabar.
Oh, interesting.
Must be about 6 months ago now. Maybe a bit less. How long's it been? Dave. What? When's the last time you saw Gregory? I think he left about 3 months ago. Yeah, 3 or 4 months ago, something like that. Headed up north, Mirabar. He went off to be some holy paladin to take his knightly duties. And he's not expected back for a little while, to be honest. Good lad, though. He was a shame. He was a good lad. Helped out with some of
Yeah.
the duties sometimes.
So you spent a lot of time with Gregory, did you?
Yeah, he was a real people person. He liked to come down from the castle, speak to the people. He'd help out where he could. Actually, he was a good lad. Took after his father.
You speak of him like he's dead.
Oh well, I hope not.
What, don't you think he'll come back?
I'm sure you know
Being
what
a
these
paladin?
what these knightly people are like. They go off on their crusades and they go out to help the innocent and all that. I don't know. He didn't say when he'd be back. Might be back. Could be back tomorrow. Could be back in 2 years. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Okay. Do we get the sense that everything this guy's telling us is true?
Make
He's
an
not trying to
insight.
hide anything.
I
Make
to
an
do
insight. So those of
insight
you,
check on
I'll run an insight check
him.
for you, Anna.
Oh, sorry, I've just refreshed. I've just realised I don't have character card open.
Everybody insight checks. Okay, so we've had a 14, an 18, and 17 so far. So and a 9 and a 7.
Oh.
Ranus, we should have left this.
So you got to nothing that he's saying or doing speaks of deception. He seems pretty laid back. He seems pretty chill. He doesn't seem to be lying to you, from what you can tell.
Been in a pretty truthful world recently.
Yeah, you know, we're good honest folk around here.
Bear bar.
Sorry? No, wait till you get to
He
Mirabelle.
doesn't seem scared or manipulated or anything.
No, he just seems like he's chilling, doing his job, having a relaxing time.
I'm gonna lean over to Johanna and whisper, "He doesn't seem like a vampire."
The minions don't tend to.
So the three horseshoes?
Yeah, there's a tavern just up the road. There's a park out back. You should be able to leave your wagon there.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Thank you very
Brilliant.
much.
Appreciate your help.
That's all right. If you have any problems or anything, just you'll see the guards patrolling the town. We'll be out here on the gate. If you've got any problems, just let us know. It's a pretty quiet place. A lot of old veterans live around here. To be honest, we don't get trouble. It's not a bad place to be.
Would you know roughly how many people live in the city?
Yeah, a couple hundred. It's not a huge place. Used to be a barracks actually.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Was that during the Orc Wars? Was it?
Yeah, you see the castle up there, and he points up, and you can see up into the mountainside. You can see the outer wall of a castle kind of built in. Castle's been there for ages. This used to be like a barracks, a holding area for a standing force. After the war, 20 years ago, Baron was given the land as a reward for his good deeds, and he turned it into turned this place into a town. We've still got a minor military presence here, but just a token guard force, really.
Okay.
Anyway, if you need anything else, so if you fancy a chat or anything like that, come and see us, or have a chat with Chris down the inn. He runs the place.
Chris in the inn, did you say?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good evening. Don't cause trouble. And
We won't.
He waves up to the guards, and they kind of part out the way, and the gate's big enough for your cart to get through quite easily. As you enter the town, you kind of go through the wall. You can see it's got quite a thick outer perimeter wall, a couple of feet thick actually, much bigger than you'd expect from a normal town, but it kind of ties in with what the guard told you about this previously being a military installation.
Stone walls?
Thick stone walls, yes. As you look around, you can see it's pretty nice in here. Cobbled streets, decently built houses. There are no huts or thatched roofs. Decent houses, the kind of stuff you'd expect to see in somewhere like Neverwinter, actually. Everything looks, apart from the dull overtones from just the darkness, the cloudy sky, and things like that, this actually looks like it's quite a nice place, and also very new. So everything's looking. It's not like you've got ancient buildings that have been there for hundreds of years. Everything looks like it's been constructed in the last probably 10-15 years. And it's all looking pretty shiny and new and pretty fancy.
And the castle the guard pointed out, is that Corvin Castle itself, is it?
Yes, that Corvin Castle is
Built onto the mountainside.
Actually nestled up in the hills. You can see from where you are there is a small torch-lit trail that a path that winds its way up the mountains. It's not too high, probably a couple of 100 meters up towards where you can see this. You can't see too much. You can see a thick outer wall with a number of watchtowers dotted alongside the exterior wall. You can see small lights in the distance, but not much more.
Let's have some room to stay in then.
Yeah, let's.
So you head down. You can see this. The place looks more as you walk down the main street. Or cart down the main street, it looks more organised than you'd expect. It's not like something that's organically grown over time. So there are proper
properly planned the city.
Yeah, so someone actually came in and said, okay, we're going to have a town here, this is what it's going to do. So you can see roads, you can see signposts, you can see proper crossroads and cobbled streets down, and you can see a sign pointing down towards the Three Horseshoes straight ahead. Doesn't take you very long, only about 5 minutes of travelling down the streets, and you come across this big, wide building. lights in the window. You can hear merriment from inside. Sorry, you can hear merriment from inside. You can see across the top in a big wooden sign, nicely painted, the 3 horseshoes and a picture of 3 horseshoes kind of intertwined.
The classic old pub.
Yeah.
Let's park the horse and the cart. Head inside.
He's wearing 4 horseshoes,
Yeah.
may I point out.
So you
sure
can
they're
kind of
not
see a little
getting
alleyway
lost.
that goes down the back, and you take the cart around. And you can see like an overhang, like reminiscent of a bit like a stable, but no horses. There aren't any carts or anything there, and you pull in, and cart goes down. Cart goes down. The horse is there. You can see there's a place to tie horses up, but there aren't any there. Is what I'm trying to say. And you can see there's a door that way into the tavern.
Is there any, like, I don't know, did they leave a thing of hay or water for it?
Yeah. There's stuff. There's hay. There's water. Place to tie your horses up. It's like a makeshift stable type thing. So you can put the cart on one side, horse on another, and it looks pretty comfortable.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, let's tie him up and get in then. Can I ask, sorry, because it was foggy on the way up, is it foggy in the town?
The town doesn't seem foggy. So
Is there still sort of that quietness?
as you enter the town, you can see it is dark and it is getting towards the end. So most people, you can see as you walk through the street, you can see people packing up shops and stalls and going about their business, and you get the general hustle and bustle that you would get from town life. So you don't hear necessarily the sounds of nature and birds and crickets and things like that, but you do get. Sorry, I was moving you over towards that backdrop because I forgot. You do hear background noise.
Isn't that big one?
Yeah, the way the map I've got, I can only move you
Go
so
inside
far on the map side.
Right.
Ignore the ominous looking background picture.
Yes. Although it is fitting, because, you know,
I
clouds.
quite like that picture.
Hmm.
It's very like gothic and scene setting, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's kind of the entire this entire area seems to be this more well built up, decent. The houses are made of stone, decent stonework, and they have proper roofs and things like that. It's very stark contrast from the likes of Somova Valley town, which was mainly thatched roof cottages and huts. But as you enter, you can see a bustling tavern before you. No tavern map, unfortunately. Bustling tavern ahead of you. You can see people very different to Bukov, where you saw dartboards and axe boards and burly miners drinking big flagons of ale. You see well-dressed people sipping on wine. Some have got
Karen's,
tankards
like,
of ale.
subconsciously picking at her clothes, trying to straighten them.
Yep. So this looks like it's a nice establishment.
I'm wearing fine clothes anyway. I'm good.
So Ranos fits in nicely. You can see there is a small band, a few bards playing soft music, similar to what you're hearing now, throughout the entrance. You can
No
see.
music again.
You can see.
I'm gonna lean over and go, Ranos, you better than them.
I can hear the music. Give me a second.
Okay, it is quite quiet. Sorry, yeah. So it's just soft flute music, lutes and things like that. Nothing heavy, nothing harsh.
Nice atmospheric.
It's atmospheric, yeah. And you can see behind the bar a medium height, medium build. Looks to be half elf, quite short, scruffy-ish, dark hair. Polishing a wine glass behind the bar.
Good evening. We're looking for room and board.
Ah, good evening, friends. Come in, take a seat. We have many rooms available upstairs. How many are you looking for today, sir?
I
6?
look around the others. How much is a room?
The rooms here are 1 gold a night per room.
Then we'll treat ourselves. 6 rooms, please.
6 rooms, very well. He turns around. You can see on the wall there are numbers. You can see there's about 10 rooms, 10 numbers on there with sets of keys. He takes the first 6 off. Ah, here you go. Here you go, sir. Can I get you some drinks, refreshments?
Sure.
Alcohol.
We have
Any
We'll take a table.
Okay,
Lots of
I will send one of my waitresses over for you.
If you have a moment,
Yes.
could you tell us a little about Corvin town?
Well,
Points of interest, a little bit of the recent history.
well, it's all of the history in Corvin's recent, really.
No, I mean the past 2-3 months.
Oh, 2-3 months. It's a quiet town. Corvin is. A lot of people come here to retire. We have a lot of mild nobility, ex-war veterans, the like, dot around.
Anyone we've
But
heard of?
sorry,
Anyone we might have heard of?
no one. I think the most prominent nobility in town are probably the Ravencrest family. I think if you've heard of anyone, that would be it. But most
Have I
relative
heard of anyone?
Ravencrest. Yes, you know about the Ravencrest family. They're a minor noble house that once lived in Neverwinter and have since probably a couple of years ago moved into moved into Corvin. Ravencrest is the you found the Ravencrest ring on the servant girl.
Oh, okay.
Apart from that,
That's why that was.
in terms of nobility, we do have we've got quite a famous swordsmith who moved into the town a few years ago. But his name's Hattori. Elven gentleman moved here a couple of years ago, looking for a quiet life. Runs a forge up in the northern side of town. In terms of recent history and what's been going on, I take it you saw the lovely weather we've been having.
Yeah, and also the trees coming up north.
Seemed to rain.
No wildlife. It's
Yes, it's
rather strange.
Yeah, lots of cloud cover killed off some. I think it's there's talk that it's killed off some of the trees. Wildlife tends to not like dead trees, unfortunately. Yeah, it's looking a bit grim, to be honest. But
Does it ever produce rain, or is it just clouds?
it rains every now and again. It's generally quite cold up here. We get the odd bit of snow, but not around this time of year. But yeah, it rains as if you'd expect a normal storm cloud. It just hasn't moved on yet. It's very peculiar. But doesn't seem apart from the few naturey issues in the outskirts, it hasn't really caused us much bother. So, the Baroness is taking care of it. So, I trust it.
Baroness seems to be doing an awful lot.
She runs. In the Baron's absence, she's running the entire province right now, which must be a lot of work for one who's not used to it.
Why is she not used to it? Surely she would have come from another noble family. That's what they do.
Yeah, well, I must admit I know little of the Baroness's history.
Being in a noble family and running one.
Yeah, the Baron ran the land mainly. He has done so for 15, 20 years. But yeah, I don't want to comment further.
How long's he been ill for?
There are rumours that the Baron's ill. It's not been confirmed. All I know is he's been up in that castle and he hasn't come down to the village for a while. 6 months, maybe. He did come. He used to come down quite a lot, actually, to see the townsfolk, interact with the people. But I don't know if he's ill, if he's become more of a recluse, or if there's something else. I don't know, unfortunately. Rumours are that he's ill, but I hope he gets better soon, if it is the case.
About the Ravenloft? Was it?
Ravencrest family, yes.
Ravencrest family. Are they well liked in town?
As liked as anybody else. They generally keep to themselves. They, between me and you, they can be a bit arrogant. They are probably the top of the top of the pecking order here, and kind of leans in and says, and they know it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they?
But are they bad people?
Do they get recognized on the street? Are they like?
Oh, this place, it's not a
famous?
It's not a huge town. Most people know most people around here. Actually, most people have. As I said, the town's not actually been here that long, so most people, if they've come in, all moved in and set up homes around the same kind of time. So it's kind of quite a close-knit community. But yeah, some people know them, and they know the people. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for the rooms.
You're welcome. If you need, if there's anything you need, feel free. Don't worry about coming up and asking, and I'll send Halia over soon to get your drinks.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so you go and sit down at a table. After a few minutes, a young girl comes over. Blonde hair, pulled up slick into a ponytail, not much older than probably 25 years old. It's, hello, gentlemen, ladies. What can I get you tonight? We have ales, wines, spirits. What can I get you?
Hi there. What's your name?
Oh God, not again.
My name's Halia. Yourself?
I'm Skaith.
Gives a minor curtsy. Nice. A pleasure to meet you, Skaith.
I would love a beer, please.
Of course. And the rest of you?
I'll just have water. Thank you.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take an ale.
Okay.
Guys, I have to run.
It's fine. I'll bring them over right away. And that is where we're going to end the session anyway.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
That's all right, because Charles is going to head off in a second anyway. So that's where we're going to end the session. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll keep the call going. But for anyone who's watching on the stream, thank you very much.
Hi,
Hope you
guys.
enjoyed it. Hey. And we'll
I've
be
got a
back.
very important star pose going on right now.
I did notice, Tom, and I've been storing that for later.
And this is the picture that Ranos found earlier on that I completely failed to upload.
And on that bombshell, good night. Mini Zoidberg.